think people are really gonna watch this?
They ain't got nothing else to do.
Right?
Word.
I ain't going on social media talking shit about TDS Radio. I know that much.
My man, Coach Block.
What's up, cuz? How we living?
You're rocking with TDS Radio.
Get it, Kim. All right. She got a vision, and she wants us to execute this vision.
Ooh, man. That's what TDS is about today.
Ken and Kim are the two dopest siblings that I know.
All right, man. You ready?
Am I ready? Are they ready?
Nigga.
It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. I'm here. We made it. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
I got the engineer on the ones and twos. O-B-O. Oblio, I'm sorry.
Yes, O-B-L-I-O.
How you doing today, Obi?
I can't complain.
How you feel?
I am thankful and I am grateful.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. I made it.
It's time. That drink is waiting for everybody.
It is.
I know that's right.
Tequila.
Vodka, but it's okay.
Okay.
All right, it's okay. And we got a guest. Y'all heard me talk about him. We've actually showed his videos. Mr. Controversy himself.
Am I?
Man, this guy's a celebrity now. We done had Joe Budden done talked about you. Kia from tonight's conversation and talked about you. Angela Yee done talked about you.
Yeah, man.
So you done.
I'm necessary.
Your mouth done got you in there. So
Yeah.
So tell me who y'all are.
Tuck. My name is Tuck from Me and My Big Mouth podcast, and usually known as a truth teller. And I figure that's why most people gonna say what they say.
So we'll see what's happening today.
All
We'll
right.
see what truths are gonna be told as we go through we got the entertainment news, we got the messy letter, which the messy letter, I'm sure you'll have fun with that.
Right.
And then also today we have our sex educator. So she'll be in, and she has a guest. She'll be in at the 7:00 hour. So I just want everybody to know about that. And Kim is still out of town for work purposes. So with that being said, it's me and you again. Oh, but you know what? This has been great.
It has.
It's like another little sister.
I tell everybody that. They don't believe
Yeah, it's
me.
like another little sister. So
From another mister.
let's do it.
Absolutely.
So the first things first with the show, y'all know I go through the birthdays and all that good stuff and make sure we address everybody's birthday. And of course, as soon as I get ready to address everybody's birthday, my laptop dies.
Oh.
That's how live shit works, man. Oh, and we got some things for you today. So for the people that are watching, all right, when we do the messy letter, if you want to call in, I'm going to drop the number in the comment section. You can call in. If you are brave enough to want to get on live with us, just shoot me a DM and I will send you a link. And you can drop in live when we do the messy letter. So don't hesitate. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared. So if you want to be a part of the messy letter, I'll have the number. You just give us a call. I'll put it inside the comment section. Or if you want to get in and show that beautiful face, just come on in and I will shoot you the invite. So with that being said, let's go ahead through these birthdays, BURFF days. I got a few. I got Savannah. It's her birthday. She's one of my Facebook friends. You know how that goes. Kimberly Fabian Smith. She's actually been to a couple of our brunches here. Great supporter of everything that we're doing. Coach Godfrey Lewis, 44 years old. Of course, the ladies don't never put their age. I don't know why they don't never put their age.
No need.
Be
There's
proud
no
of your
need.
age. Getting older is a good thing.
Yeah, because you get to live another day. However, you don't need to know how old I am. I'm
However.
legal.
You need to. It's okay. Anyway, Coach Linwood Snyder, 49 years old. Coach Michael Massey, 46 years old. And I got my boy Clyde. This dude is crazy. I've known him since we was little. Army man, Clyde. Happy birthday, man, 43 years old. Once again, another one of my friends where I'm looking at our age like, damn, we getting old.
Yeah.
Do you have any birthdays? You got any people that you might want to shout out with a birthday, guys? Anybody?
No, not yet.
You got any FB friends you might want to shoot out
Birthdays in January. Jay Stump, I think his was in the 8th or 6th, but I don't even remember.
Okay.
If it ain't for Facebook, I don't really know your birthdays.
Damn.
I mean, you want to be honest?
the damn birthdays, y'all, is on Facebook. You could go in there.
You're right.
That's the only reason I know it. Though.
Oh.
That's why I'm like,
Me
I'm
too.
saying, oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I,
me
my,
too.
all right.
That's how
I
you
be-
think I remember these?
I be
don't know.
fake as hell too, because
Yeah.
I be the first person to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bruh. Another year. You be like, ooh, thank God for this. 'Cause,
I wouldn't know.
man,
I would not know.
I don't know it. I don't know it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hit the happy birthday song. The new happy birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Looking fine. We hope you have a good time. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday once again for everybody whose birthday is today. Usually we read the weekend birthdays and all that stuff, but Kim's not here, so it's not fair for the people that she has that I don't read. I don't want nobody in my inbox like, you ain't telling me happy birthday. So she has a set of birthdays. I have a set of birthdays, but today I did not get her list of birthdays. So we will do everybody who's this weekend on Monday. I don't want to hear no drama. Don't come at me about not announcing y'all birthdays. It'll be on Monday if your birthday is over the weekend. So with that being said, let's go into, well, we got our first break. Got to take our first break because our sex educator is here early. She's blowing up my phone. I know y'all see my phone turning blue. It's so unprofessional. I'm sorry. But when we get back, we got entertainment news. We got Travis Kelce's ex-woman, the black lady, a little mad because the light ain't on her no more and it's on Taylor Swift. Then we got Krishan Rock and her drama with Blueface. Them two.
Okay.
They can't just stop. Mary J. Blige says she ain't coming to no damn Lovers and Friends concert. I don't know what y'all talking about. And then Kim Burrell, the gospel singer, we got her. She another reason why people don't be going to church. We gonna talk about what she did. And y'all know Corey Holcomb always got some shit to talk about. He done said something crazy. So we got all that in entertainment news. We got to pack that all in.
All of that.
All that. And the messy letter.
I'm here for it.
So we got a lot to go through in a little bit of time, but give us 120 seconds, 2 minutes, and we will be right back. This is TDS Radio, our voice, our culture. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, one half of TDS Radio. And once again, we have here the engineer.
OBLIO.
And our guest that's going to be rocking out with us.
Tuck from Me and My Big Mouth Podcast. Go follow.
Appreciate you. Now, let's get into some things. We got entertainment news. Y'all know how it is with entertainment news. Usually this is my sister's lane, but we're going to make it my lane today. And so with entertainment news, I found some shit that's interesting to me. One is we're going to talk about Miss Kayla. I think her name is Kayla Nicole or something like that. Kayla Nicole. Here she go right here, y'all. That's her right there. Miss Kayla Nicole says she wants to date a person with power. She don't want no more athletes. So for those who don't know who she is, this is the ex of Travis Kelce. Well, who's Travis Kelce? Travis Kelce is the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. And even if you don't really know who he is, you're going to know who his woman is. His woman is Taylor Swift. Yep. So what's funny about their situation is she got him admission to the cookout. Okay. All the sisters was looking at Travis Kelce when he was a bearded man and, you know, he was dressing a certain way to fit the culture. Mm-hmm. Oh, Travis was the guy. He was the guy.
So he disinvited now?
Well, allegedly, she says, we don't know. She says he cheated. Okay. But I always tell people, you can always see who was the cheater and who was the cheatee by what happens after the relationship. Yeah. Meaning, he got Taylor Swift. You got a seat on somebody's podcast talking about him and Taylor Swift.
I'm feeling her though, because I'd look at it the way you think that she cheated.
I don't know who cheated.
It sounds like because Kevin Hart got the same story where he cheated and admitted he cheated, and then he ended up with another woman, and she was on everybody's platform saying this is how much of a cheater he is.
This is Taylor Swift. She's the white people's Beyonce.
Yeah, she is.
She's the white people's Beyonce. And this is Travis Kelce he's a superstar, but he ain't Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift selling out arenas by herself.
Right.
Without Patrick Mahomes, he ain't shit. So once again, when I always say who's the star of the relationship, I put it to you like this. The camera is on her every time he do something.
Right.
That is a fact.
Every time he do something, camera's on her. When the last time the camera has been on Kayla?
Right.
Kayla.
You right about that, but she put a little bit of that nigga swag on Kelce to where he kind of blurred the lines a little bit.
And he took it all off. First thing he did was cut his beard. He cut his beard and he got this little pencil mustache now. He looks wild as hell.
For real?
Yeah, he cut his beard. He don't even wear a beard no more.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that guy no more. So she explained her stance, y'all. So she says on Behind the Likes podcast, I'll never say never, but I fully, wholeheartedly believe I am out of the athlete stage. But don't get your hopes up, broke boys, because Kayla made it clear that she wants a guy that has a lot of zeros in his bank account. She says, quote, I would love to date someone that I don't think I am attracted to men in the positions of athletics, but I am attracted to men in a position of power. I also think that those type of men are attracted to me. So I would love to date an executive of a record label. I don't know how many that is. Okay. Or a movie producer so that we can go to sporting events and like date night courtside of the Lakers game. That's my type of guy. And she says, she's okay with entertainment, but athletics, But of course, the internet does what the internet does. They will find your ass in a lie.
And what do they do?
She put a caption and a tweet over Jalen Hurts, who's the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, that said, "Fly, Eagles, fly," with a heart on it. So are you really done with athletes?
I don't get the angle because like you leave an athlete like Travis Kelce and that's just an athletic cheater. Now you want to go to somebody with power? That's a business trip cheater.
Well, maybe she's into transactional relationships now because that's pretty much what it is. We talked about it yesterday with Nia Long and Udoka situation.
Mhm.
$32,000 a month in child support. Sheesh. We ain't even gonna go back there though. But
They got kids. Her and
no,
Travis?
they have no kids. And here's what she said, or here's how she finished it. When she did make the tweet with Jalen Hurt, it was just that she was complimenting a fine brother and that people shouldn't have read into it. But because he is a married man, that got her in trouble. So should she have even put anything over that man's picture?
Not at all. She should.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just
I don't know. Like, didn't Gabrielle Union just do the same thing? Like, they voted him like a.
Their whole situation is weird. My man Dwayne Wade wears
Okay.
he wears
I be
fingernail
forgetting
polish and all that.
Yeah, I be forgetting. Yeah.
We don't touch that. We
Yeah,
don't touch that. We don't touch that. But here's what I will say. Let's break down some figures because I like numbers.
Yeah.
I like numbers.
okay.
Net worth. All right.
Mhm.
Kayla's net worth, they said, is roughly around $2 million. Okay.
Okay.
She got
Okay.
a couple coins.
That's
A
good.
couple points.
Whereas Kelsey's net worth is 30 million annually, 14 million.
Mm,
It's annually,
Mhm.
14 million.
14.
Taylor Swift in this situation, $1.1 billion.
Jeez.
Literally,
That's heavy.
$1.1 billion. Now, between those two, to her little 2 mil. Now, I ain't putting the sister down. 2 million. I ain't got 2 million.
That part.
But when she
I
talking
know.
about she want an executive type or 30 mil, there's a lot of these dudes that are these so-called executive types that ain't nowhere near close to no 14 million a year.
Right.
That's the that athletic money it hits different. Maybe
Yes.
she should look at a different sport. Leave football alone. Maybe go baseball. They get paid
They
the
do.
most.
Yeah.
Baseball and golf.
They do.
She said she looked. So she put in the fact that she want a man with money.
She wants a man with money. She said, I want a man with lots of zeros behind his bank account. Speak your mind, man. You can speak your mind. You ain't here to hold
I mean,
your tongue.
but I don't understand that she couldn't hold down a 30 million. Like, like, wait a minute, if you could keep him,
What makes you think
you want something extra? Hey, come
She
on,
want more.
man.
I want more. I want to try it again. So with that being said, for her, well, I ain't got no advice. Just find somebody that loves you and you love them. Don't worry about the zeros.
But
Just-
can I say this? I want to. She is bad though.
She fine.
I want to compliment you, sister.
She's fine. Don't get me wrong. She's
if
fine.
I had 30 million, I'd take you out.
she our bank accounts ain't enough.
You-
She said lots.
Yeah,
Literally, it says lots of zeros.
Yeah, you're right. And you got 2 million. And you ain't got enough staying power now. I'll take you out, but 2 million?
At 2 million. She ain't going to Applebee's. I
Can't
know
raise
that.
your voice in this house.
So we're gonna get rid of her. Boom, she's done.
Yeah.
Go ahead and remove her up out of there. Our next person is Krishan and Blueface.
Mm.
Krishan and Blueface, as you guys know, are our version of Ike and Tina. They're legitimately terrible in my eyes. So let's pull their picture up. These two. Boom. So now, to my knowledge, he's still in jail. That's what the article says. He's still in jail. But she said that we need to mind our business. Here go another person telling us who puts their business in the street, telling us to mind our business. But she said that she is going back to live with her baby daddy.
Listen, they give me a headache and I'm tired of it. Between her, the first baby mama, there's another little heifer running around too, saying whenever he get home, like she's gonna go live with him.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't understand is why continue to go back to the disrespect, because it's blatant,
Right.
like over and over
Right.
and over. Girl, you insane because you keep doing the same crazy shit. Don't do it no more.
When she said baby daddy, she talking about Blueface, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gonna be together forever.
Mm.
They gonna be together
That's
forever.
a tragic, toxic ass relationship.
But some about that toxic hole, they be forever. Like addictions, crazy stuff, like
Yeah.
drug addicts. You'll see a drug addict couple that
Yeah.
be together 30 years,
Together.
and you see what how long with that 2 million and Travis Kelce,
Not that long.
and watch the Taylor Swift thing
Not that
flame
long.
out.
Not that long.
But I bet you they be together forever.
So a few hours after she made the post, here's what the Shade Room reported. Rock shared a photo of her and little Krishan, the baby. Although their location was kind of unclear because the photo was blurred out in the back, Rock was sure to give the viewers a look at her face tattoo, which reads, Jonathan, which is Blueface's real name.
She got another tattoo of this man.
She had not only just a tattoo on her face that says Jonathan.
She had the one on his neck, on her neck.
Yeah.
She had another $100 bill. Like she had them tattooed four different times.
This is what she does. This is her thing. This is her thing.
You know what's dope though is that we on the outside looking in, like we see it as crazy, toxic, but both of them jokers understand each other.
They understand their dysfunction.
But they operate like if this is their custom relationship that they built.
Yeah.
And this is a part of it. Somehow it's feeding them.
It's functionally dysfunction.
And try to come in and better any one of them lives and watch how you get destroyed and they're gonna find their way back to each other.
They'll still deal with each other because on the shows, like dude talked crazy to her dad and he just ate that. Dad ate that. And
she fought his mom.
Yeah, she fought the mom.
You can't get in between that.
This is what they do. This is their toxic shit.
When Satan put you together.
Can't
nobody tear you apart.
Nobody tear this apart. So we're gonna leave these two weirdos alone. But hopefully, the one thing I do hope is when he does get out of jail, because they have a child, even though he has multiple children, at the very least, man, stop the physical abuse because he was putting his hands on her.
Yes.
So stop the physical abuse, the emotional abuse. She's setting herself up. You can't control the actual physical abuse. Please don't put your hands on this woman again. We got a comment. We live in a world where ignorance sells, and it's sad. Absolutely. The more ignorant the shit is, the more it sells. And it penetrates to the kids, but I'm not even gonna get on my soapbox about that shit. That'll be another day. Because like I tell people, they be like, oh, it's black. No. Ignorance has a cadence. That shit is all colors. It's just like a whole culture of just ignorance. Because the kids that I see are black, white, Asian. Only one I don't see is Indian. I don't see no Indian kids in there.
Because they keep that shit at home.
Yeah, I don't see that shit. But everybody else and our brown Latino and Latinas, they right with us with that shit. So anyway, we're gonna get rid of them. They're done. They're out of here.
Goodbye.
Damn, they're gonna be here forever.
Yeah, man. It's
Look how long Bobby and Whitney, bro. Look how long.
Only death.
Yeah.
Took them apart. That was it. Like that was it. That was them. So our next person is, or did you guys see? I don't know. Maybe you didn't see the Lovers and Friends concert that's in May. I don't know specific. May of 2024. I think it's May 4th. There's a slate of people. When I tell y'all this concert is huge, just some of the names: Janet Jackson, Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, Gwen Stefani, Lil Wayne, Backstreet Boys, Nelly Furtado, Ludacris, Nelly, Ja Rule, Shanti, T-Pain, Sierra, and then Brandy, Justin. You got Keisha Coles, Jodeci. Everybody gonna be here, right?
Sound like too much.
It's a little overwhelming for me, but allegedly there's like multiple stages, and you can pick where you want to go.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, one name that was on the headliner, there was some controversy about whether her ass was gonna be there or not. And that's Mary J. Blige,
the queen
of hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
her name is number 3 on this list, reading left to right.
Okay,
it goes Janet Jackson, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige.
Right.
Well, Mary had put out a tweet yesterday, or somebody in her camp put out a tweet that said basically like, I am beyond humbled by the response from all about the announcement of me being on Lover and Friends, but unfortunately my inclusion was an error, as I will be busy in preparation for Strength of a Woman Summit just 1 week later. I have the greatest fans in the world, and I can't wait to see y'all in New York, which is not Vegas, where this is at, in a few short months. Now, of course, internet doing what internet do, made a big stink about this shit. And today, Mary says, I ain't say that.
What?
So she reneged.
Now, do we believe it? Now, and she's saying, I will see y'all in Vegas. Was this a contract error, or was this somebody that tapped her, hacked her account? Which one do you believe? Do we believe the queen, or do we not believe it?
Mary can do whatever she want with me. I mean, with that. I said me. I mean, she can do whatever she want with that. I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about her because She earned it. She should have stood
She-
on it if
she-
she really said
See,
it.
that's what I feel. If you said it, if the queen said it, then we're gonna pull up Mary because Mary.
She the queen for a reason.
If you pull up that Mary is the queen. Now,
Yeah.
the queen said she at first, that's what went out yesterday. So when I read the story last night, I'm like, oh, Mary's not gonna be there. Like, yo, but literally, here's what it says from Vibe magazine. As it turns out, Mary J. Blige will be performing during May's Lover and Friends Festival in Las Vegas. The news comes as a surprise because everybody was wondering, based on her previous tweet, will she be there? The queen of R&B herself says, "We can't wait to see you in Vegas."
I think she
And that was it. Like, so it wasn't any more. It just says, "We can't wait to see you in Vegas."
I believe both statements, Mary.
I really believe somebody in her camp posted that.
I do too.
Absolutely.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're putting people's names on the flyer without permission. Maybe the contract wasn't done. And so until the contract's done, Mary's like, fuck, yeah, I'm not going.
But that's the thing though. Like somebody had to get a clearance because it's too many artists, and not to have Mary on there, you ain't gonna miss a beat.
Well, and the fact that when you look at I should have posted the picture of the
Flyer,
actual flyer.
it's crazy.
She is number 3. 1, 2, 3. So like underneath Janet, it's got Janet, Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige. Underneath that is everybody else. But at the top, Mary is number 3.
You know what's crazy? It might be a mistake because Usher is like lower, and ain't it his concert?
Well, Usher's in the middle. So
Okay.
So if you set it up, like Usher looks like all this is around him. But when my eyes go from left to right, I can't miss Mary J. Blige.
Hell no.
I can't miss it.
And Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and Janet Jackson. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe the money wasn't right. And then you gotta get you're talking there's a lot of
But think about it. If Janet Jackson is on there, I'm pretty sure they had to go through more red tape for Janet Jackson than Mary J. Blige.
Man, I'm saying.
So like, they put Mary J. Blige up there. She probably found out what the rest of them did.
When I tell you everybody's here,
everybody.
Now here's our next question, or here's my next question.
TLC though.
TLC is going to be there. You got Brandy, Monica, Eve, Jodeci, The Dream, Kelly Rowlands, Craig David, Sean Paul, Jason Derulo, Robin Thicke, 98 Degrees. How did Tyrese, Method Man, Redman, Rick Ross, Fat Joe, Jeezy, T.I., Mace, E40, SWV, Escape, Tank, Jeremiah, Pretty Ricky, Genuine, Mario,
Pretty Ricky,
they pulled them out.
Pretty Ricky,
Genuine, Mario, JoJo, but they don't say Casey.
Whoever sponsoring this got some paper.
Somebody got some money. How you paying for all this? Well, that takes me to the next piece, though. Now,
okay, I see it now.
Yeah. Take me to the next piece. Are y'all gonna pay $325 for general admission for this?
I probably would. It's too many. You can any check off list is there. Your bucket list is all in one show. Who that you wanted to see that ain't on that show?
That's general admission. That's just getting in the door, right?
Right.
You ain't paid for your flight or your hotel stay, and you can't see everybody. That's the other point. So you got to pick and choose which way you moving because you can't see everybody at once because they're not all sharing the same stage. There's multiple stages.
So this is a couple day event, right? So do you
similar to like Essence?
Oh, okay.
Where
so
like you can go to different places
each day.
Well, it don't say how many days it is, but yes, you can go to multiple like stages inside the venue. So you might. So what if both of your people are performing at the same damn time?
I'm gonna be running like hell around. I get 325.
325.
I would do it
for one. So then that means if we going 2,
right?
We talking damn near what? We talking 670. 670.
Yeah.
Now who you taking for 670? I don't think that's a good investment because we ain't stayed nowhere. So then, if you want the VIP treatment, it's $695.
What comes in the VIP treatment?
Okay, VIP treatment. You get performances all day on multiple stages. Go wherever you want to go. Preferred viewing and by the main stage. You get food choices from regional and local vendors, bar concessions. You get official merch. You get free water stations. Your restrooms will be air conditioned. What the fuck?
Okay.
Dedicated entry just for you at the main entrance, and you'll have charging stations for your electronic devices.
We in there, biz.
That's one ticket, $695.
I'm in there, biz.
You for real?
Huh?
You ain't even put no airline ticket to that.
I mean, that's a one in a life. Like I plan on going to the Super Bowl one day, and
Okay.
they is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it's on there, it's a lot. They ain't shortchanging you with nobody.
Well, here's the thing, Obi. Maybe our broke ass is the wrong ones, right?
Definitely.
Because here
Going.
is the thing.
Return to sender.
This
please.
shit is sold out.
Damn.
Tickets are sold out.
See?
Sign up.
See?
Sign up for a waiting list for day 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, so wait a minute. This isn't one day.
It's multiple days.
But if I buy a ticket, it's for the.
So this is you get the list of who's going to be for day 1.
But your ticket is for the whole weekend or whatever.
Nah, nigga, that ticket is for that day.
Oh no! I thought it was like you can have a wristband and you can come back.
No, that's if you go to the $6.95, the VIP.
And I can come back to each show.
Now you can come back.
Oh yeah.
So that $325 is general admission for that one day.
No, I'm not gonna get the $6.95.
I might as well not go.
You gotta go record it. Somebody
What?
definitely
You ain't
gonna
go?
record it.
Not hell no. That's $6.95 just for me. I got a woman.
See, the rest of y'all use that porta potty.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to use potties outside if you don't get the air conditioned bathroom. Hell no. No.
I'm in there. Man.
You know what?
Man, I done did sick. We done spent worse money on. I mean,
Yes, you're right. I get it. But $6.95 for this, and I haven't bought my airline ticket or my hotel yet.
yeah, you looking at 2,000.
And we in Vegas, so then 9 times out of 10, you're going to doing what? You want to roll some
Spinning.
dice? You want to do some other shit?
Yeah,
So no.
you gonna be crying when you get back.
Yeah.
That shit won't even like that.
Well, be that as it may, for everybody who wants to know, the queen says she gonna be there. So let's get her out of here.
Well,
Yeah,
good job.
alright.
Happy
I
she's
like
gonna be there.
Mary.
Next up, let's see who we have next up. We got Kim Burrell. So for those who don't know who Kim Burrell is a gospel singer, right?
Mhm.
And so she was at church. And while she was at church, she was getting into that good praise and worship where the soloist, she's the soloist. She's here to make you have all those good church feels.
Right.
Mhm. Bring you into the spirit.
Bring it into the spirit.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you got to do that. And that's when everybody takes their time, hands go up, eyes go down,
Amen.
and you just listening to the soloist sing.
Mhm.
And somebody joined in
Whoa.
with her. And when they joined in, this is what happened.
Thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
Amen.
Oh, wait a minute.
Amen.
So the controversy with this situation was
I don't see no controversy.
It-
Shut
this-
the hell up, ma'am. Shut the hell up.
now this is church.
Yeah, and it operate in decency and in order.
I am allowed to worship the Lord as I see fit. You can't
No,
tell
no,
me
no.
shut up.
No, because man, decency and in order. Sit your ass down, ma'am. You supposed to be praying anyway.
So she was, and she felt the spirit hit her to sing, and Kim Burrell told her to literally let her mask work for her and be quiet. So obviously she had a mask on. She said, let that mask work for you because I'm singing.
Where's the old angry ushers that would have ushered her ass on out of there anyway?
You ain't
Are we
supposed
missing there? Because you remember you couldn't even get in that door. You know what I'm saying? When the
to-
preacher,
when they praying,
yeah, oh,
they hit you with their hold on. Let them finish.
So now she get the nah, hell no.
But here's the
Oh,
thing.
what's your
You
opinion?
couldn't even hear the woman singing. So why are you bugging, ma'am?
And she walked over to her. Now it's dark because this was on somebody's phone, but she walked over to her and told her to be quiet.
I would be like, the audacity. You sit down.
So wait a minute. Y'all just missed it. You got somebody rude and somebody filming. God ain't in there.
So,
God is not in there.
So for those who missed it, maybe you didn't see it. Watch it again. Notice she walks over to this lady. I'll let you listen to it again. It's a short clip. It's only 20 seconds. Here you go. Play it now. Here we go.
Thank you.
All right, blow it up.
It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now.
At the podium, she turns around and walks away.
Ma'am, with that mask.
See?
Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
Yeah. Get your ass up out of here.
You said yeah.
Get your ass up out of here, man. I
This is
don't get
church, man.
Yeah, and you got some rude people in church. She lucky I ain't see the one filming out there.
So
And she wouldn't even listen.
So Kim said she was singing and I was going in and she kept saying, thank you, ma'am. And I told her, thank you. And we worshiped when it was over, but I'm in the middle of ministry and you know how close, or you know how I'm closing the sermon. You know how to close the sermon and I'm singing, thank you, Lord. I'm singing, thank you as a solo. And you always got that one person that wants to join in. And I heard her and she was picked up on the microphone.
I barely heard that woman.
I heard her.
I honestly did not hear her.
What's her name? What's the
Kim,
pastor name? She the pastor.
No, she's not the pastor. She's well, you know, in the church. She's Kim Burrell. She's one of the
Kim Burrell.
Kim Burrell.
If it was ever a good time to lay hands on somebody.
How you gonna punch somebody in the damn church because they interrupted?
Because they interrupted. Say it again.
Bruh, we are in church. You are allowed to sing
worship
in church.
No,
it's
a
praise and worship.
Decency and in order. That is a thing of the church. If somebody, it'd be different if she had to say "man" 4-5 times.
Because I'm in the spirit. So let's say this woman was in the spirit and she's crying and she's feeling it because this is her jam. This is her one. It ain't her fault. That's a small ass church. I'm singing. I'm in the spirit. Turn her fucking mic up.
That part.
Man.
Poor ass church. Get a better sound system.
She was rude.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Because I'm off to the side and I'm in my praise and worship.
Let me do me.
Let me do me.
What got me was sis said,
how you gonna do me?
It ain't my ministry. Okay, cool. I'm feeling the spirit. Let the spirit move through me how I see fit. Don't try to micromanage my situation I got going on. Let me praise him.
So what?
See, exactly, Jay. How do we know God wasn't using her?
Okay, so when the pastor started, I go to church. Where that church at?
I don't know. They didn't.
When the pastor started preaching, I start preaching too, because I'm in the spirit.
If it's supposed to be what is it? If they speaking in tongues, you're supposed to let them do it.
No,
you are. Like biblically, if somebody came up and they started speaking in tongues, everybody in the church is supposed to be.
They
quiet.
ain't supposed to speak in tongue unless they got an interpreter next to them.
The interpreter is supposed to be the guy who's up there talking.
That's
where all the game is at.
If a pastor is preaching, and I'm feeling it, and I have a word of my own, I do not interrupt that pastor. Just like when she's singing, decency and in order. When she's singing, she should have shut the hell up.
That little ass
I'm pretty
church,
sure the Holy Spirit told her
that little ass church. Here's what the Holy Spirit is telling me: get a better sound system. Now what you learned is that damn microphone that you got is too strong for that little ass church because it shouldn't be picking nobody up from all the way hell over there any damn way. Now see, that's what
you think it was the sound system.
Yeah, for the microphone to pick her up from the side, yeah, that's the sound system. Like they got to tweak the microphone because you should not pick somebody up that far away. But if the mic is turned up too loud,
you can catch everything.
You're gonna catch everybody.
But she told her this.
I didn't
Go ahead.
hear her.
See, I didn't really hear her either. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I could have seen if it was really loud. Like you know when the people in the choir, when the choir be singing off key, you'd be like, oh.
Y'all have a good sound system here, and I heard that woman.
Did you?
Yeah, play it again.
Let's see. I ain't hear her. Hold on.
Thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. Ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back.
You might be right with that.
No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
Because it don't sound like she yelling.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's the sound system.
But she heard her though.
Yeah, like so.
Sit your ass down, lady.
So Kim sounded like she needed a little help. She was losing breath, right? It wasn't like she was in it where she was hitting the song where you'd be like, "Ooh, that's messing her up." You still in the beginning.
Yeah. See, people like that had you in church till 5 p.m.
Right? Hurry the hell up. Get into the song.
No, the people interrupted.
I didn't hear her. I swear I listened closely that time. I didn't hear. But so for that, I don't know. We got 3 people here. I say you let people be moved, and if she was singing, just let her sing. You say?
I say shut the hell up, lady.
You say?
I said I would tell Kim to hush at this point because
Kim, chill out.
Yeah,
because then you didn't even like her little sideways thing was after I got done singing. I pulled her up and we had a good time.
Okay,
you
let
just
me ask you this
embarrassed me.
question. What's the difference?
Yeah, I did. I had to.
What's the difference from like the congregation just joining in all together? Because that happens in
It
church,
happens
right?
in church.
But that happens. What is that? It's that as soon as you get to church, what is? I don't even
Praise and worship.
praise and worship. So that is a time for that when everybody is
Yeah.
praying and she's in the thing.
So she said she was closing the sermon, right? She was
Yeah.
closing.
She
it.
got a message.
And
She got a message.
I get that. But when you closing it, she might have been filled with emotion. She's filled with the Spirit. It's the end of church.
Only person that would block God bless her.
See,
Somebody filled with another type.
man, that her evil ass. That's her telling somebody to
You
shut
think
up
she
in
was
church.
evil?
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, she could have saved her. Bring her up and let her sing on the microphone. Now save my voice.
Bro,
You
when
know,
you when
you know how
you
much
do,
more moving that would have been than you walking your crusty ass over there telling somebody to shut up in church.
and then the next week
See?
you're gonna have to do the same thing.
Y'all, that's why young people don't go to church for old shit like that. Young people will run away from the church because I'm singing. Thank you,
And you
Lord.
want
I'm
me to
singing
shut
with
up?
you. You like, let your mask work for you. What type of old caramel candy in the pocket shit was that?
It's called order. Man, that's what's wrong with you young folks.
She got
I like saying that.
stuck together mints in her pocket with that old shit.
Boy, I remember when you couldn't even laugh in church without get your eyes blinded.
That woman was a grown ass woman. That wasn't a kid.
I'm just saying, period. She should know better.
All right, man.
You ever get threatened in church?
Hell yeah.
Like,
Old people all the time, them evil ass ushers. Ushers be some of the meanest people with them damn loafers on.
yeah.
And the
You be
white
like,
gloves.
trying to tell you where you can and cannot sit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got two. I don't want to sit there. Now you got arguments happening because where people want to sit.
Yeah, I remember I walked across the pulpit and almost got crucified.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you can't walk across there. That's holy. I didn't even know.
It actually is.
Yeah, I didn't know it. But I'm a kid though. I was like, everybody else walked through here.
So,
You can't go through there. I'm like,
yeah, you're not supposed to go through
through the pulpit.
No.
I didn't even know that.
All right, so we took our vote, but we as a guest, all right, cool. Shut up, lady. But I just say, get a better sound system. So we're gonna get her out of there. Boom, get her out. Now, one of the funnier comedians to me, because his comedy is very harsh and real, is Corey Holcomb.
Yep.
But every now and again, I think he goes too goddamn far with some of the jokes that he makes. Like,
Okay.
and he doesn't hold back. And so one thing that you can say about Corey Holcomb is even he himself will talk about his situations in a real light manner. Like he don't hold nothing back. Like,
He's not gonna sugarcoat.
yeah, he's one of the dudes
Right.
that it's hard to talk shit on him because he'll talk shit on himself. Like he's open about it. But he said some choice words about his daughter that people are up in arms about. So let's take a listen.
Man, my motherfucking daughter was talking shit to me the other day. I was like, bitch, I
Oh,
don't know
you start back talking to her?
No, the bitch crazy.
Oh, she just called you out the blue?
Hell yeah, because she needed something.
Hey, you should have gave him my number, man.
You still on that looking market?
I believe my daughter runs circles around me, boy.
Oh, shoot.
She's taller than him for sure.
Yeah.
She ain't taller than
Oh,
me.
yes.
She is not taller than me.
Oh, the last time she was here, I got a picture.
She
She
probably
and I
has
standing
heels
next to
on
each
or
other. You
something.
see how tall she is.
I mean,
She's
I
tall.
brought it up because she tried to run game on me. Like she was brought up by her mama. But you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing I got away from her mama because I don't speak to her mama. She be like, I know you hate my mama. I'm like, bitch, I ain't got time to hate nobody. Your mama was drama. Now here it is all these years later. You just like your mama. Both of y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll go make another daughter. I don't give a fuck.
Oh wow.
If you ain't good as a person, no matter who you are, I have a cutoff switch God blessed me with to say, fuck you, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if it's my kid. My motherfucking mama, you know your daughter trying to get in touch with you? I say, oh, mama, you watch that little bitch.
Yeah, see, it's. I get where you guys are coming from because I had the same.
You
kind of
watch that little bitch. That bitch is brought up in this new generation where there is no honor, there is no respect thy parents, there is no The way the youngsters are brought up now, they will fuck over the mama and daddy quicker than they'll fuck over somebody in the streets. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck if you are so hell-bent in making me a villain and saying I did you wrong. Get the fuck away from me. I didn't love your mama. You just popped up on a nigga.
Oh wow.
So,
Oh wow.
and it goes on. He's not done, but for the sake of the fact we got to get to the messy letter to make sure we're on time for our sex therapist. He went in.
He did.
Now,
All gas, no brakes.
all gas.
I mean, all
Zero
gas.
breaks.
Yep.
Wow.
Now, I'll let y'all start. Matter of fact, we'll go round robin. We'll start with you. How do you feel about what Corey Holcomb is saying?
I'm still trying to digest. Okay. I understand, like, when it comes to parenting relationships, it's never perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's things to be worked on. However, it's clear at some point there was no respect on the mother side, possibly with raising her. Apparently, she doesn't have no respect for him as her father. He doesn't have no respect for her.
Right. There's no respect across the board.
Just go get some therapy, and then I can't deal with that. That's just too much. That's way too much.
All right.
I respect everything he said, especially if everything he said is true and she tried to run game on him, and she threatened to go to Tasha K. Anytime somebody say that, they running game. But I respect everything he said. When you grow up in life, you realize personal experiences that your family is who you choose. You have family that have your blood, but they ain't really your family. You find out that strangers will have more love for you than anybody close to you.
Okay. All right. Here's what I feel. I feel like he's still hurt by the situation because it's his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because he said she wanted something. Later on in the further clip, because the clip is actually like 4 minutes long, he talks about how I had my daughter with me and I did all this stuff for her and she ran her ass back to the mother. To the mom. Right. So I think that hurt him, right? And so now, because there was no mutual respect in the beginning, he now looks at it as mom. Like he can't separate feeling from mom, daughter, and how he has to raise her, which is tough. It is tough. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga had to go to therapy my damn self for that shit. Where you to separate how you feel with mom and raising, because there's still there still has to be communication there. Right. And when you really can't stand the person that you're looking at and you got to communicate with this motherfucker. Woo! Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Take the wheel.
Take all the wheel to brake, the gear shift, take the whole goddamn car. Because people will push you there. Now, here's where I say you went too far. I'm never going to call my daughter, no matter how I feel about her, a bitch. Never. No way in hell. And here's the number one reason why. If I disrespect my daughter openly like that, you now gave every man that has viewed this the opportunity to disrespect your daughter.
See, that's what happens though. You can clearly see that he don't view us that anymore. You can clearly see it. Like,
oh yeah, he said he has an on and off switch.
What happens is he felt that her love for him came with a price. Meaning the only time she comes around
is when she wants something.
And the minute he cut it off, she showed who she really was and reminded him of who he used to date.
Yeah.
And now that he like, I don't see you as my daughter no more. And some kids you have to actually go through with that. You know what I'm saying? So I watched it and I agree when somebody is like, if you ain't got no love for me, you can stay over there. But when it comes to start using me, that's when disrespect come in. Don't nobody want to be used.
But see, that's what he said. He said, he does go in later in the clip talking about how that scenario of, if you ain't really a genuine person, stay away from me.
Right.
Yeah.
My thing is, for an adult being there, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it as an adult, and I get it as kids get older.
She's 27, like 26, 27.
I get it as kids get older. You know what I'm saying? So like now when you're in your 20s, I got to look at you and treat you as an adult.
Yes, indeed. And what do you do with disrespectful adults?
But
you get the fuck out of there.
I can't. If I'm going to have a clean cut from you, like if I'm going to clean cut you, then I ain't even going to acknowledge you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so when you still take that balance to announce this over the show or over your platform, it's still giving it life. Right. If I have an off switch, you don't even get the opportunity for me to even talk about you because it's done. You are considered dead in my life. You know what I mean? Like, and I've seen that with parents. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it, and unfortunately, I've seen it with parents to child and then also child to parent. You know what I'm saying? And family members, you know, you be like, yo, I ain't talked to this motherfucker. God knows how long. I get that. But what I will not do, even if I don't fuck with you, because you still got the same blood running through me, I ain't gonna give a platform to have other niggas disrespect. Because once they see dad disrespect you, oh shit, she done. And even though you may not want to be in that child's life that way, or the mother, or the whole situation, I'm not gonna be the person to be like, have something where another nigga can run something back. Like, your dad don't even fuck with you like that.
Right.
This is what you call it. I don't know if y'all grew up. Well, my mama used to, rest in peace. My mama whoop your ass wherever you showed out at. And this is just a verbal ass whooping that everybody get to see. She thought that she can use that. I'll go to Tasha K. So he jumped on it first, like, who the fuck you think I am? Yeah. I'm Corey Holcomb. I don't care about Tasha K.
Right.
And why? He's like, why get in this verbal battle with me? I would destroy you. Mm-hmm. And he flexed his muscles a little bit, but it's a verbal ass whooping. Mm-hmm. But you can tell he hurt.
Yeah, he hurt. So I'm sorry. Let me read the comment. But you know, in a lot of situations, moms are using the kids trying to get over on the father, especially if he has money, especially if she hasn't healed. Absolutely.
She damn near 30 though.
Yeah, the kid. I was gonna say the kid is she's 26, 27 years
yeah,
old.
She damn near 30 years old.
And so like the point that you were making and the point that I do believe in, it is a verbal point. It's just the difference is I can give it to you without calling you a bitch. Like, but then also understanding his comedy and how he talks.
That didn't sound comical whatsoever.
Hey, no, he wasn't joking.
He was serious.
He was dead ass.
He was serious. But that's how he is. Like, so if I'm also his child at this age, I ain't fucking with him like that.
You know who he is.
I'm not fucking with you like that because I know what you're gonna do. Like, she should expect that response from this type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew, God rest his soul, love him to death. I knew my dad's behaviors. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was an alcoholic and he gonna drink. You know, your dad got that microphone and he is raw.
And you gonna talk shit.
And you gonna talk shit to somebody who does that. You know what I'm saying?
Professional shit though.
And you're grown. Like, it ain't like we talking about a teenager and below. We talking about somebody that's almost about to be 30 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's a little touchy. But let's move on because we got the messy letter. Now, for the messy letter, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I told y'all I would do it. Here is what you guys get. This is the phone number, right? This is the phone number. Posting it in here. You can call this number right here.
I think they scared.
They probably are. Which
they scared. Be. They typing like hell.
I gotta make
call
sure.
It up.
919-514. It's a lot of fucking fours. 4404. All right. If you call that number, I will answer that number and it will get you live into this conversation for this messy letter. We're not even taking a break. We're going straight into the messy letter. You know why we're going into messy letter? Because we have our Sex Unbanned show coming up. So we're going straight into the messy letter. Let me pull it up right here. And it's messy. You know, I've been trying to find good ones for y'all, but I think this one is good and messy. Here we go. It reads, as always, please post without my name, scaredy cat asses. I've been a friend with benefits relationships for 1.5 years with my best friend. We're not a couple, honestly, just very close friends. I'm getting feelings for him, but he's not for me. Not getting feelings for me. I feel like he's the one for me, and I don't see myself with anyone else. We call each other pet names, and he gets really jealous when other guys talk to me. Yet, says he doesn't want to have these feelings. I love him, but I don't want to spend my life hoping he'll change his mind. How do you get out of this mindset of me thinking that he's the one for me? I have no interest in anyone else, but do I keep sleeping with him till he finds someone, or just stop now and try to spare myself? I'm sorry for laughing as I'm reading, and try to spare myself the hurt. No matter what, he's still my best friend and he's going to be in my life. Please help me out. This hurts so much.
I can say what I want to say.
Yeah, you freedom talk.
Oh, okay. Your pussy a liar. That's what it is. Your pussy have lied to you this whole time.
Is that what lied to her?
Listen, do I ask her? Do I have to keep sleeping with him? She already said he ain't giving her that energy.
No, she
giving her something.
She doesn't know if she should keep sleeping with him. Here's what I say.
Why, if you already know he ain't?
I was about to say, to me, you answered your own goddamn questions.
But when your pussy,
like
he the one.
He
the one.
He the one, even though he said, I don't want you.
He the one.
Obi?
She already anticipating him leaving. Like, until she said until he finds somebody else.
That
like,
is, you see how crazy. That's what makes this letter messy to me. This woman says, I have no interest in anyone else, but do I keep sleeping with him until he finds someone else?
What do you mean? So you already know that it's not going to work out. So why put yourself through that? And then you said you don't want to be hurt. However, at the end, you still said it hurts.
This hurts so much.
It hurts so much. It hurts so bad.
So
alter ego.
The friends
I just told you.
This friends with benefits thing. What is the benefit besides sex?
There ain't no benefit.
It's hope. Hope. I promise you. I used to do shit like I buy a lottery ticket and I wouldn't scratch it off. And I would hope like somebody like on the news say somebody wins a lottery ticket and they did that.
And they ain't claim it.
That shit never happened. Never happened.
But you know what's different? What? At least nobody actually told you straight up, you ain't win. This dude told her, I don't want no relationship with you.
Yeah.
What more do you?
Her pussy said he'll come around.
And then, okay, now let me play at devil's advocate.
Right.
All right. Okay. We call each other pet names. And he gets really jealous when I talk to other guys.
All right.
Now, I'm gonna be forthcoming with this. And I might even sound like you a little bit. Ladies, that's because you're his ass till he says otherwise.
Absolutely.
So you going to go do something with somebody else is completely unacceptable.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
Fuck you doing? Like, what are you doing?
That's cheating on this situation.
I remember I was definitely jealous of a side chick. I had lost my motherfucking.
That's cheating.
Yo, she thought we was comfortable enough to tell me about
what she was doing.
Yeah, I wanted to date with this dude. My heart was like, yeah.
What you mean?
Like, what the fuck? Oh, we own that now. I got a whole girl.
See, that's what I'm saying. And so what he's doing is literally he's just keeping you on the shelf.
Yeah.
Cause it might be good to him,
but
right? It's good.
And get good enough.
But guess what?
Absolutely it's good enough.
This is
not
to do. See, no. She wants a relationship with that man. That's clear.
I hear that.
It's not good enough to him to get them to in a relationship.
Because I'm getting it before.
But watch when I said hope, when she see him display jealousy,
that's her hope.
That does something to her.
Yeah, that's her hope. Which that's where I'm saying devil's advocate. He's wrong for that part.
She don't realize he's just selfish.
Yeah, he just wants everything.
Yeah,
I want it all.
Yeah.
I don't want just a chip. I want the bag.
What you're kicking me to do.
I want that and that.
Yeah.
Give me the chip, the bag, the cake, and the fork.
And no, he can't have it.
And you just sit there and watch me eat it.
Yeah.
Because you better not go over there and get nothing else.
Girl, run.
She can't.
We got books. Hold on. Y'all done wrote books. And he already has other friends, but it's not your business because he is not in a relationship with anybody. Ouch. See, so that's Shakita's aunt. The one thing I will tell you about the women in that family, they keep it a bad. Like, so, like you be thinking like they're gonna just jump straight to the woman's side.
And like when you said devil advocate, like even when she posts that, that's a real post. But like we know how we handle women sometimes, and we be giving them false hope on purpose.
Hey man, it's like fishing. You gotta put something on that lure.
Yeah, he give us signs of love, care.
Yeah,
tragic.
Yeah.
The bait on that hook is real. That's the jealousy. Yeah. That's the pet names.
Yeah.
And he's just all he's doing with that is just and then when you fishing and you get a big one, every now and then you gotta let it go back out. Then you pull it back in a little bit more, then go back out. And that's what's happening right there. Just you got that good bait on that hook. And she must enjoy the sex too. Because she didn't say it was bad.
But I like to tell her, like, if you really wanted to change, you got to get up out of there. Because like, why would he change if he can have his cake and eat it too?
Correct.
Like, why would I switch it up when all I got to do is pout and you'll go back and shut the fuck up? Or I can always stand on, well, I told you it ain't no title.
I told you I ain't want no relationship.
Yeah. But knowing damn well hell you love that woman. But I still ain't gonna change because she can't keep, like, her behavior won't allow me to change.
Right. And so when I say that, and you can come in and the sex therapist is more than welcome always to join in. I say that all the time, and I promise you people get pissed. Women at times, as long as there's another door that's going to open, my behavior will not change.
Period.
So as a guy, the one thing I keep saying is when you see women start to band against your ass, like when your name turns dirt and trash in the streets, you start hiding. You don't even come outside. Like shit is deep. But as long as you find that one that didn't get that message, memo, text, none of that this nigga ain't shit, she'll go for it. You ain't gonna change.
I dare you women that
it's dead ass serious. No, ma'am. Come on.
Man, you hit a nerve.
We can't hear you. Come on.
Man, you done struck a nerve in this.
Come on.
I can't stand bullshit. See, here's my thing. What I feel like is this.
Come on. Come on.
I can't.
Come on, you there?
It's a bit much. Come on. All right, so this is what I'm saying. I feel like this. There are people who specifically date those who they know are vulnerable. Specifically, this woman was vulnerable. He knew that. That's why he engaged with her the way that he did. This is her best friend. If this your best friend, you know her wants, you know her needs, you know where she's lacking. So again, he preyed on her and he did it on purpose. That's why I said I call bullshit. It's not a space where we just cool, we just fucking. Because if we cool and just fucking, then I could have just fucked the dude I just met around the corner. Right. And we could have been cool and had sex. But you gonna say you're my best friend, my best friend.
Yes.
I need to hear him say that. She said.
I mean, that's a fair perspective. She did, but at the end of the day, let's just say that's the case. If that's her best friend, their relationship that they have, he should have never crossed that line. Clearly, he ain't enough about her.
But if it's his best friend, don't mean that just because you my best friend, don't mean I love you more than I love me.
That's not the case. What I'm saying is this: if that's his best friend. And what I mean when I say he didn't care enough about her, I mean in space where if he knew for a fact he wasn't ready, like I said, he know all this about her. He know how she feeling, what she going through. Probably they had fucked up relationships, all of that.
Yeah.
So you gonna take and engage with this vulnerable woman sexually? Like you dirty, you down bad.
I don't know what engagement.
If that's the case.
So tell me what engagement? Don't engagement involves two people?
I'm not saying that she's not responsible.
Then if she's responsible, then he's not responsible.
Let me go back. Let me rephrase what I mean. I'm not saying she's not accountable.
Right. Both of them engage with each other. And what she got out of it, she got out of it. What he got out of it, he got out of it. And now that she know better, she's still not willing to. She wrote a letter.
So this is where I say here's where she's wrong. Here's where I say this is the point where you got to realize you got to look out for yourself. He is no longer accountable for your feelings. Once she said, I'm getting feelings for him, but he's not for me. So if he's not getting the same feelings for you and you can identify that, that's your fault.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's not accountable. I'm just saying I'm calling bullshit a lot of stuff. I was like, that sounds like bullshit.
But
because my thing with her. Now here's the thing.
At the end of the day, she knew that she was vulnerable. She knew how she felt about this dude. Because my thing is just here. If you in space with you and you call somebody your best friend and you gonna take and leap and go and have sex with them, there were already underlying feelings there.
Right.
There were already underlying feelings there. So with that being said, she should have, I won't say she should have known better. It would have been better for her if she was in a better space, a clear mind before making a decision to have sex, because hopefully there was, but if not, there should have been clear boundaries set. Oh, this is what this is, because we just fucking don't call me babe.
But if you read
because you just a dick.
But
you
if
show
you
up, you
but
leave,
if you
my guy.
you read her letter, she definitely has a clear mind because she can assess the fact that how he feel. That means that she did her observation on this relationship. So she has a clear mind of what she's dealing with. She just doesn't have the willpower to leave.
No, she's emotionally attached. It's a difference.
Emotionally attached don't change the facts that you know better and won't do better.
That's where I'm at.
Well, that's an excuse. If you know better, you do better.
Get the share. Here's what I'm gonna say. I got in this situation. She has said enough about him, which rarely it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
To let me know, you know what's up.
Right.
Yeah.
The problem is, at what point in time are you gonna look out for you and
say enough is enough?
Say enough is enough.
See, what happens is she's happy when she's with him. You can tell clearly.
Oh, sorry.
She said, "I'm
comments.
okay."
Let me read the comments.
Go ahead.
All right. Jay says, I just have one thing to ask. Are all these anonymous women from these past few letters related just stupid, just need validation because y'all are asking questions you already know the answer to?
Amen.
It's 8 billion people to choose from 8 billion. All right. I agree.
I promise you, I can in the way.
This is my child. My daughter, you're watching dad act like this? Oh, ouch. Daddy loves you, precious. Don't be a letter. Please don't be a letter. Slide over. You can slide over.
You're gonna be reading that shit slow as hell, crying.
She's got to cut them off. Go no contact. Works every time. What you? How you know?
Y'all act like y'all. Why y'all act like she ain't happy though?
The longer she keeps going, the more it's gonna hurt.
But she's happy though.
She's happy. No,
yes.
She's not happy. She's content.
No. She said she's not even interested in somebody else.
She's not happy. She's not happy. She's content and she's emotionally attached. That's what that is.
Emotionally attached is not an excuse. It just ain't.
I just said it was an explanation.
No, well, yeah, it is an explanation, but she is happy. No, she has no interest in anybody else.
I can't say she's happy.
But why she wants? But no, she wants him to change.
But she's not happy.
That ain't happy, nigga. You think this letter is happy?
No. She's happy with him. He is her idea, so she's willing to stick it out, hoping that he becomes, because he's the one to her.
I'm gonna say she doesn't know. She doesn't have an idea.
Read it. She said, "I'm not even interested in anybody else."
Yeah, but that if this is your idea, then she got issues. If your issue is a man. If your issue is a man that says he doesn't want you, then you got some damn issues. There ain't no way you can say you're happy.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever dated a woman and you was not mature enough, even though she was great? Like you ever look back and said, damn, I fucked up some good women. Or if somebody else get her, they're gonna be happy.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I mean, sometimes you wake up in that state and realize, damn, you've been here the whole time. And then you realize that that's what really matters. But until she forced your hand, you don't see a reason to change.
But that doesn't mean that she was wrong.
Huh?
That doesn't mean how she felt was wrong, though.
I'm saying that you only willing to stick with the bullshit because the upside is so high.
The belief of the upside, because there ain't no upside.
But it's in her world. But in her world.
I don't understand because we are escaping the fact that not only she's accountable for herself and the things that she's doing, but at the end of the day, he's also feeding it. Like, why would you calling this woman pet names? Why are you doing it? Why are you jealous because she's talking to somebody else? Like, if you're not interested and you know for a fact these are the clear boundaries you're setting, you're doing this on purpose. He's gaslighting her.
Exactly.
And like I say, she in a vulnerable space that he knew that before he started fucking her. And again, I'm not negating her accountability in the space because She's her own person. She's accountable for herself, her body, her well-being. She's accountable and responsible for all of that.
Mhm.
However, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have sex with my best friend and expect us not to be anything else. There's no fucking way possible.
Exactly.
There's no way possible.
So how does she get out of it? Her question. Let's help her.
Hang in there.
How do I get out of this mindset? He's the only one for me.
She's gonna have to talk to
What
somebody.
am I talking? She just hang in there.
She gonna have to talk to somebody.
Y'all
She
not
gonna
best
really-
friends anymore. Just
Yeah, like
lose
that's
the
not even her
friendship.
friend. That's not even her friend.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry,
Look,
you can't. I'm
take
but
it one
even
hoe at a
my
time.
friend, like I said, all thing. I think what she could do, just a suggestion.
Hang in there.
She would need to talk to somebody. Like she need therapy because she's gonna have to work through not
Definitely.
only just that, but also what came before him. Cause it's a lot. It's layered, and it sounds like it right there.
Ma'am, he gonna change one day. You just got to take it one hoe at a time.
Ooh, not one.
It's just got. I mean, one day at a time.
Oh,
And he's going to mature. But if you want to speed up the process, you got to threaten them or go on a date with somebody.
Darling, if you gotta do all that to get somebody, you don't fucking need them.
Sometimes you need to wake people up.
You gotta, if you gotta go to
I say, I say my advice to her is get out as quickly as you can.
Why do we quit on relationships so quick?
Well, because there's
Are we above trials and tribulations?
Because there's no relationship.
Are
here.
we above trials and tribulations?
Oh no, there's no relationship here though.
There's no relationship.
Huh?
There's no relationship here.
What do you mean?
It's only in her mind.
Right. But once he established jealousy, man, we know when we know. He's saying that so he can keep from having to actually commit. But that jealousy, like you said, is real.
It's debate.
That mean that commitment, there's an underlying commitment. If she fuck off with somebody else, is he gonna be hurt?
Yeah, he'll be hurt.
He gonna be sad as hell.
He'll be hurt.
He'll be all right. He'll live another
But
day.
in my mind, personally, for her, you gotta go. You can't sit in this.
Man, stop
the
quit.
longer you sit in it, the worse it's gonna get.
Stop
Because
quitting on.
you know, just like I know, if he finds somebody else better, he out. And he got the green light in this situation to keep finding more. So it's not like matter of fact, we used an analogy of a fishing rod. Shit, he got a whole net. I can still sleep with you and still do whatever I want to do, but you can't. And the only reason she said he can do whatever he want to do, but you can't because I get jealous.
Right.
And so then his jealousy has influenced her enough to be like, he's the one for me.
Yeah.
She's all mentally.
But the fact that she feels like when you feel like you found the one, you're gonna actually have to go through something. See, women have whole phases.
Of course.
Men are stuck in the whole matrix. And if you ever seen the movie Matrix, the only way you can beat the system is when you find the one. But even when you find the one, you have to go through things in order to beat the system.
She's currently going through that. Here's her problem though. I'm gonna tell her what her biggest problem is. You don't have anybody watching the situation to tell you look crazy as hell. That's the problem. That is what pulls you out the matrix. When somebody put that mirror in front of you, you look like a fucking fool right now.
Right.
I do? Yeah. Well, what you mean? And then somebody else to sit down and have. So what you writing this letter for, you might be writing a letter because you don't have somebody. Because if we all had somebody, like even if let's say the tables was turned, this was a dude. Our way of handling this with a dude is we gonna laugh at him like, bruh, you look stupid as hell. She out there doing whatever she want to do. You sitting here like a dumbass. He gonna go home, like he'll laugh with us, but he'll go home like, yeah.
I promise you. And the reason I had his mindset is that somebody actually asked for me, like I know what a woman took somebody through, a guy. And he asked me, yo, I'm thinking about marrying her. And I've never seen him at that point.
That level of vulnerability.
No, at his lowest when she was taking him through. If he would have listened to me then, he would have missed out on a beautiful marriage. She was young and dumb, got it together, and they're flourishing. And I don't think we should quit every time we see trouble. Like, especially when it seems like it was honest and open.
This nigga, I get it if there was a relationship. But how you gonna tell me to stick in it with somebody who just told me I don't have those feelings for you?
But if he's willing to draw lines with what you can't do, he do. Come on now, he do.
But it's convenience though. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like, all right, man. Now let's tell the code.
Yeah.
you have your convenience woman.
Yes, you do.
And that's the woman that you really don't want nobody else to have that level of convenience that you got. Because
Right.
that's all reliable.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know you don't want no relationship with her. It's just nobody else better not touch her. But
Yeah.
you don't want no relationship with her. And literally you're just taking her through time and every now and again you might look at her hard one night over dinner like, maybe.
Yeah,
then you get that other text message like, nah,
Let
I'm good.
me ask you, do the time frame matter?
Of what?
Like, say for instance, if you're 4 months in,
oh no,
should she
time frame? Now that's on her. Once
like
again,
if you like 2 months into that relationship and she's talking that way,
but they're friends.
But she at 2 months,
they're friends.
I mean, like you don't know if she got a time frame. You should tell us in the time frame.
I'll ask.
Cause we're gonna send that letter back if you talking 2-4 months. You better be talking about some 2 years, 3 years,
at least a year.
At least a year.
Yeah, if there's anything below a year, and you got this going on, then what are we talking about?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, yo.
This would have to be at least a year for me to even take it seriously that we're having this conversation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because there has to be some form of investment. Now, if there ain't no investment in this, it's like
you 4 months in and he just ain't feeling the same. Yeah.
We gotta get that sound bite on. Yeah. Hey, but look, I appreciate everybody. Wait, we got more comments. Hold on. Is this my child? This is my child again. No, man, no. If you're meant to be with someone, it's easy. You shouldn't have to go through hell and back to know someone's the one. Absolutely not.
That's crazy because you can get the one and still have to go through hell. Like, what are you talking about?
Like the dude where his wife was living, right?
The coworker.
The coworker that was living around the corner. So at this point in time, we can't help you. Let's give our finals what we're gonna say because she asked specific questions. These are our final questions, and then we're gonna get to our sex therapist. Final question is, how do I get the mindset that he's not the only one for me? I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, he's the one.
I'm not gonna say he's the one. So
stick it out.
That is not TDS Radio. That is me and my Big Mouth podcast.
Fabulous said it was a get from the front seat to the passenger. It takes a while, but
he also beats women. bad example.
Hey man,
here's our next question.
Hard to finding your way.
Next question. I have no interest in anyone else, but do I keep sleeping with him till he finds someone else, or just stop now? Which one? I say stop.
I say stop. Peace up. 8 time down. Get out.
You want me to answer?
Yeah.
You better not be stingy with that thing.
This nigga.
What's wrong with you? You want to keep hope alive?
Don't keep hope. There's no hope.
If you really want to find out, cut him off.
There's no hope.
Don't do that now. You're gonna get your answer sooner than you think.
And
that's the only thing keeping you in there.
Should we still be best friends? They'll never be best friends again.
No.
That's dead.
That's over.
At least we all agree on that.
Yeah, that shit is over.
The friendship part is done.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's the messy letter and entertainment news. It is the top of the hour, excuse me. So coming in next, we will have Kia, our sex therapist, and she has a guest as well too. So we're gonna see if we can fit everybody and figure out we'll make something happen. But right now, we're gonna take a break. Everybody get some water because everybody's mouth is crusty, and we'll be right back. TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
Oh, this is dope, man.
Hello, hello, my loves. We are back another Friday with Sex Unbanned. And today I have my lovely guest, Miss Yoni Brown. I'm gonna give her a moment to introduce herself. Oh, as a matter of fact, I wish I'd have thought better. We could have put your book right up there where everybody can see. We'll fix it in a second. But hello everybody. Thank you guys for joining. So good to see y'all. You gonna start the show like we always do, just saying how we been, like how you feeling, because it's Friday, it's the end of the week. I mean, hopefully everybody enjoyed their week, you know, even if it was a little stressful. Hope you had good moments where you smiled just for a little while at least, you know, had a good giggle or two. But we'll start with you. Oh, how was your week? How was your day?
Oh Lord, it's been a long one,
Okay.
but I am thankful that it is done
Say that.
and I can relax.
Ooh.
I'm looking forward to relaxing, catching up on some sleep.
I know that's right. Sleep. Oh, girl, sleep is always needed. Yes, my love. Well, Miss Yoni, how are you doing today? How was your week? How was your day?
The week was wonderful. The day was even better. I was chilling today, all day today. So today was a good day.
I like that.
The weather was beautiful.
You know what? I'm
Yeah, the
scared
weather
though,
was
y'all.
beautiful.
I'm scared. It's January. We 74 degrees outside.
That's okay.
Yeah,
It's the
that's-
southern states.
I know you say
that.
that. I feel like somebody coming back, y'all. Anyway, me, how was my day? How was my week? My day was it was a little busy, but it was productive, and I really like that. I love a day when it's productive because I feel like I actually, you know what? I feel like I got stuff done. It's one thing to be productive and feel like you ain't do nothing, but I feel like I got some work done. My week, it was actually a good week. I can't even lie. I had no complaints, not one.
That's good.
That's good. That's really good.
You know what they said? Because I'm an Aries, they said, from what I heard, what they had said was these cardinal signs are getting ready to have a really good year. So they say all abundance and all that stuff. So I don't know what happened, but keep it coming. That's what I'm saying. Just keep it coming.
Keep it coming your way.
Hello, look, all of that. So look, y'all, give us 1 second. We're gonna come right back and have John introduce herself. Right back, y'all. Stay tuned. TDS, our voice, our culture.
You know, my sister watching.
Okay.
She was like, the sound don't sound, it ain't sounding. So let me figure out what's going on.
Okay. All right, y'all, we are back. So as I say, before we gonna take and give Ms. Yoni a chance to take and introduce herself and tell you all the lovely things about her and her wonderful book. I need you to put that book up so people can see. We know what we're looking at.
We'll get to that.
Okay, look, we're gonna hold on. She said, wait, she got plans. So yes, Ms. Yoni, go ahead and introduce yourself. Who are you?
My name is Johnny Brown. I am from Chicago via now hanging out with y'all in these Raleigh, North Carolina streets.
Yeah.
I am a relationship and intimacy educator. I've been doing this for a little over 30 years, but I'm only 25.
That's right.
And so just quickly, I started out with sex toys and, they sold themselves. So I was curious to figure out, how we connect and get together with one another outside of the bedroom. So I went back to school, got my degree, not as a counselor, but as an educator. And then I started setting up romantic rendezvous for couples and doing these workshops where you draw people in and just having real honest conversations about relationships and issues and how we can make love better together, which was how the name came about. And my concept just really became, it's going to take all of us coming together collectively to restore balance to love.
I love that. It's the unity in it.
Yeah. So I've been doing this thing a while.
Oh wow, girl. You're still 25 and you look
still 25.
And you look
still 25.
Not a lie told. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with me and sharing not only your expertise, but also your energy.
Thank you.
Like I said, when I met with Johnny, it was amazing being around her because she just was like, oh, hey. And that voice would just take you right on it. It's so soft. But like, oh, girl. You're touching on me. So, I don't have any questions for y'all this week from followers. They weren't as interesting. I'll say that. Y'all need to get it together. Stop sending me stuff. Just stop. Anyway, we're gonna go into the first question. Well, not really a question. Like I said, we want to take and sit back and just have just discussion because I'm really excited to what your answers are gonna be for some of these. What I like about Ms. Yoni, she didn't even want to know what they was. She was just like, we gonna sit here and talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. So in space as well, everyone, we're in space where everybody just talking about loving on themselves and self-love and all these self-help relationship gurus, people in their call Hollywood microphones and their cell phone and all the things. Everybody's an expert from experience.
Everybody.
Huh? Listen. But I would love to know your take on what does it mean to love on you?
The real version? That's, to me, getting up close and personal with the sides of you that you don't like. That means looking yourself in the mirror full on naked and understanding that you're a work in progress. And in that work is the ugly parts of the work. It's the stuff that you don't like about yourself that you're willing to confront and or deal with. Because if you don't deal with you, then it will deal with you.
Oh.
Whatever your it is.
And that's what I was getting ready to ask you, for those who may not understand what that means, because you dive a little deep into what you mean by the it will get you.
Well, okay, think about it. You get dressed in the morning, you rush to put on your clothes. You don't address your curves, your lumps, your rolls, how beautiful you really are. So you rush and you put on your clothes, not once looking at how beautiful you are and caressing the voluptuousness of you, whatever that may be. And in the process of rushing, you skip a deeper connection with yourself. Some of us are the only hugs we're going to get. So we don't hug ourselves. We don't caress ourselves. We don't look in the mirror and say, I love you, flaws and all. So that's what I mean by your it. So we put on our makeup and then we become these things, whatever society wants us to be or whoever we think we are.
Right.
And we're not walking in our full selves. So we become everything everybody else wants us to be. And that's the it. The it that doesn't say, I'm honoring myself. The it that doesn't say, can we curse?
Yeah.
The it that says, I don't feel like this shit today. The it that says, I'm having a bad day and I just need 20 minutes. That it. Or the it that say, you know what, these kids getting on my nerves, baby daddy ain't acting right. Whatever your it is, we're not dealing with it. So if we don't deal with it at some point in our lives, it's going to deal with us. And that's the part that's hard to recover from a lot of times for us as women. So that self-love is real. And we're told every day by social media, men who think they know us, who won't even take the time to really get to know us, that we should be this way or we should be that way or we should be this version of ourselves instead of truly saying, baby, I embrace you for who you are, flaws and all. Let's work through this thing. So that's the it.
I love that you say that, because even let's just continue to talk about the it itself. Like when we're in spaces where people who are dealing with the it, like what are suggestions you have for that person when they're having a hard time looking the it in the face?
I'm a mirror girl. I recommend every woman have a full-length mirror.
I know that's right.
Full-length mirror, and it's going to be hard at first,
Yeah.
especially if she's not used to loving herself naked. And that's that. Get in that mirror and look at yourself square face to face. Hey, girl, how you doing? What's going on with you today? You can talk to me.
Yeah.
Because you can lie to everybody.
Hello.
You can put on that full face of makeup and go out and be whoever you need to be. And we as women do it all the time.
Right.
We are so many people for so many things that we don't have a chance to deal with the bullshit we really dealing with. I call it we put it in the closet effect. Oh, can't deal with that today. Let me put it in the closet.
Yeah,
and then at some point that shit just busting out the closet. And now we like, who am I? So those are the it's that I'm talking about. So that mirror work says, I'm honoring me, flaws and all. I'm honoring me in all of my mess. And most of us are a dressed up mess. So here I am. Let me deal with me.
Yeah.
And whatever it is you don't like about yourself, then that's when you start attacking it thing by thing by thing until you're comfortable with it. Because you may not ever get over the things that you're not happy with, but you can be happy in the space. You know, I have a lot of people say, well, what is happiness? Happiness is choosing every day in the middle of your crap. I got this, or I'm okay with this, or I'm gonna breathe through this.
I like you said that, breathe through this, because that goes back into, like I said, what my question is, when those spaces where those people, those individuals are just like, you know what, I see the it, I'm here with the it, I'm honoring you, but it's hard.
I don't even like it.
So what suggestions do you have for those individuals to push through? Like how because you know we always say that, like, you know, or it's even said, you've heard maybe, it's all right, it'll get better, but sometimes it'll get better, just don't work.
Well, you know, because it doesn't. My ex-husband used to say to me whenever I was going through something, and he was the ex at the time that he was telling me this, it's temporary. Whatever it is we're going through, like if you look back at that thing, think about something that was probably hard for you that you got through. It was temporary and you got through that thing, right? So that's when you start looking at, what do I need for me? You know, we're asked all the time, what can I do for you? But no one ever says, what do you need for you? And then proceed to help you with the thing that you need for you. So that's a question that every woman needs to ask themselves. What do you need for you? And then go out there and do that thing. Part of self-love is people telling us that we're selfish for going after the thing that we say that we need. I need to be alone. I need to be around people. I need to be reading a book. I need to be reading the Bible, or whatever it is that you need at the time. You need to honor that and embrace that. And then in honoring and embracing that, it's like, okay, check mark. Check mark. And you're slowly building yourself up. Okay, I need to be outside with people. I need to dress the way I need. Oh, you turn it what? Go on out there and show that thing. Whatever it is you need, you need to be expressive in that. And then you need to be allowed to be expressive in that. So I'd say to women, give yourself permission.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing you say is just is creating boundaries, setting those boundaries, and standing on them
for you. And only you.
Yes. Okay. I love that. And that actually leads into my next question. How in spaces where you're talking about, like, you know, setting those boundaries and standing on those boundaries, how does one show up for themselves?
Every day.
What you mean by that?
Every day. You got to get up.
Well, yeah, but it was like, how do you show up? Like, I would say, well, in that case, how does Yoni show up for Yoni?
I get up every day and I say, okay, because some days the days beat me down. Some days are harder than others. There are days where it's like, okay, I'm single, and why? Like you really have to get in the thick of this thing of whatever that it is that plagues you, and you have to get up every day and figure it out. It's my mother used to say to me, every day is a different day. And as you live, you're going to keep on living. So you got to live through whatever the it is. You got to give yourself a pep talk. You got to tell yourself you got this, even when you don't got it.
Hello.
Even if you only got it for 5 minutes. I tell people it's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go in the bathroom and break that thing down into 2 minutes. Them 2 minutes could save your life. That 2 minutes could save your coworker's life. That 2 minutes could save your kids' lives. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of bringing it back to what you need for you. Can't stress that enough. Sometimes that whatever it is you need for you requires you to say, screw everybody else. This is what I need for me. And that's hard for us as women because we're so busy being everything to everybody else.
Yeah, I tell you said it. And also on top of that, I'd like to add just a little bit to that when we're talking about social media, right? In spaces where we're constantly being shown, I would say rather, we're shown what showing up for you looks like, or buy this or go here or soft this and this and all these different things. But how are people really showing up for themselves if we're just mirroring what other people are doing?
Or if you're just having a hard time. If I'm having a hard time, how can I show up for me? You want me to be soft when? I got to do laundry, I got to cook dinner, I got to go out here and work, I got to come home and take care of these kids. When can I be soft? At midnight when I'm dog tired and can't stay up to be soft? Who am I being soft for? Men out here telling people, I want you to be sexy, I want you to be fly. Okay, come home and do some of these chores. Okay, take some of the pressure off of me. And then I can show you soft all day long. We don't have room to be soft. And I'm going to say women of color sometimes more than others. We're not told we can be soft. We're not shown we can be soft.
Right, but I don't think we have enough examples of what softness looks like. And I think sometimes too, we mirror what that looks like through other people instead of us identifying what softness looks like to us.
Absolutely.
Because who I am is who I am, who you are is who you are, and what I desire and what I feel like makes me soft may not work for you. So it's like, in those spaces, how does one even sit down to identify what softness looks like to her?
Let me go back to that mirror.
There we go.
And say, what do you want for you? What do you want for you? And then be honest with yourself. And one of the things that I share with women when I'm doing workshops, I say, put you in a circle, me. Just and get physical with it. Put your name in the circle. And then as you start dating you and cultivating a relationship with you, then you can start figuring out what you like and how you like it and when you like it and when you want it. And then you can start setting those boundaries. Baby, I'm going out on Thursday night. You got the kids. That wasn't a question. Baby, I'm going out on Thursday night. You got the kids. Setting boundaries for you in the space that you need to cultivate for you. Because here's what I know. You meet a guy, y'all start dating, y'all get married or whatever, y'all have kids. He started his Thursday night basketball when y'all was dating. He never deviated from his Thursday night basketball. He may have when the first beginning, when everything was fresh and y'all was courting. But he went back to his Thursday night. You never did. You dropped your friends. You know what I mean? Like we let things go. And then now we're looking for ourselves.
Well, how can you, with that being said too, like, especially talk about a couple who's been together for quite some time, right? How can their partner encourage them to go back to them, encourage them to go on dates and spend time with them and cater to them?
It starts with real honest conversations. We're having a lot of surface conversations in our relationships, not the real nitty gritty, like, babe, you look like you need a break. We're not that intuitive when it comes to our partners and our mates. So let's start having these real conversations like, okay, if you don't stop doing X, Y, and Z, we might break up for real. Like we're not having those real conversations because that's ultimately what can happen, right? You out in the streets 5 nights a week and I never say anything. So now I'm basically giving you permission to continue to do what let's have these real conversations. This is not only killing the relationship, but it also might be breaking us up. Like we don't want to have those real conversations. Or let's talk about the sexless marriages or the sexless baby. I need X, Y, and Z. But then that goes back to that mirror work and understanding what she really likes.
Yeah, and also in that space too, like I said, when it comes to the other partner, it could be space where they also don't know what they got going on either.
No,
so it could be two lost people together.
Listen,
now how do we find together? How do we find each other while we both of us lost at the same time?
Making love better together, baby.
I know that's right. Look, you should have put the book up. Look.
No, seriously though, it starts with like for real, doing things together, like yoga.
I love yoga.
You know, one of the things I tell couples all the time: if you really want to connect with each other, take a ballroom dance class.
Oh,
why?
That's sexy.
Because a ballroom dance class teaches you that you got to be able to hold your woman up.
Oh.
Because that's what they teach you, framework, right? So in the beginning of the dancing is framework. So you got to understand that your man's role is X, Y, and Z. So now you got to be soft because you got to let him be the man. Then you got to let him lead you in the dance so that y'all look flawless. But she's the one with all the moves. She's the one that's dressed in the part. And then he has to make her look flawless in whatever space they are in the dance, whether she's a beginner, intermediate, or novice. So I always suggest a dance class because that helps you kind of understand roles, which is stuff people don't talk about when they get together. It's like we together, but it's like, okay, we're not going to talk about who going to cook, who going to clean, who's going to work. Like we're not having real conversations. We're having surface conversations, but a lot of that has to do with, I don't know what I want.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know who I am. So that's why I always defer women back to that mirror work. Because if you know who you are and whose you are, you can walk that thing and you can talk that thing. And then you won't, there are certain things that you will allow and that you won't allow.
Right.
There are certain things you'll let slide because it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. But when you love you
at the core,
it shows up in everything you do. Everything you do.
Yeah, so it just going back to that mirror work, when spaces where women are standing in the mirror and they are looking at themselves and I'm noticing these imperfections or the perfections, like how can their partner, while they're in this space, how can they continue to encourage them to continue to keep doing the work that they're doing? Because sometimes, of course, if you are coupled, I'll say if you're partnered, right? Sometimes you're in a space where, you can give yourself all the pep talks you can, but sometimes you need that little push from your person.
That, for me, is understanding your partner's receiving love language.
I like that.
We tend to love people in our love language, but your partner may have a different love language that they like to receive. And in that regard, if it's words of affirmation, if it's physical touch, whatever it is that's going to help her get along, then he can help her cultivate that. But he has to be a selfless lover in order to do that.
I kind of want to switch just a little bit and focus on we're talking about heterosexual relationships, so just to keep everybody together. But in spaces where the male is struggling with some self-identity, or he's in space where he is struggling with how to engage with himself and also engage with his partner, do you have any suggestions for him?
Again, it goes back to sitting down and having real conversations. Again, I'm a firm believer in exercises that require you to be intimate and connect with each other, whether it's face-to-face work. So that's different than mirror work. That's us not saying anything, but we're looking at each other face-to-face and we're connecting in that way. And then it's, okay, we have I'm a firm believer in old school. What do you need? What do you need? You write each thing on the list. And then you swap it over dinner on a Friday night over a fish fry. And then now you're having a casual conversation about what the other person needs. And then you say, okay, I can do this, 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 and this. I ain't gonna ever be able to do this, this, this. Now you got an understanding of what you can and can't give. Because a lot of times we unfortunately love people that are incapable of loving us the way we want to be loved.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. That hit.
I'm sorry.
No, not me. But no, it hit because these are things that we're talking about. And it's so funny. We were just talking about that the show prior. What was TDS? What was it? Oh, two dope siblings, but the other sibling ain't here. But anyway, talking about the messy letter that was read, in the space what the woman was saying, how she's just, wanting somebody, but that person's incapable of giving her what she wants.
Here's what I know through experience. You can't make a person want you more than you want yourself.
Absolutely. I agree.
You could let them know I want you, but it's up to them. And either they will or they won't. And then it's up to you whether you will or you won't.
That's fair.
And it really is, because again, time is an important commodity. And we waste a lot of it on people that don't feel the same way that we feel. Years later, you've wasted time. Your person is out there. I'm a firm believer my person is out there. But what we can't do is waste a lot of time trying to figure out, because people know, men know if you are the one capable of being the one, has potential to be the one, and those that know that you are will step up and rise to the occasion. Those that won't will leave you dangling and hanging on by the riverside.
Well, is it space to say that these people are just themselves? They are not connected with themselves and they're capable of loving you in the way that they probably want to?
I think any person, man or woman, that wants to love you is willing to open up to love you in the way that you want to be loved. But you got to be willing. And I think a lot of people aren't in a safe space to be willing. Like this ain't, you beat me down every day. I can't love you the way I want you to. Right. I come home and you just yelling at me and cussing me out and calling me names. Yeah. But I really want to just sit you down and say, baby, if you let me, if you just let me, I can show up for you. But because we've been hurt and the person that showed up for us last time didn't show up, now our show up guard is different.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that too. And that we was talking before you agreed to come up here. And the one thing I said was that, I feel, and just as my experience in dating currently and just engaging with other people and talking about, hearing other people share their dating stories, right? The one thing that's been consistent that I've been hearing, and this is just my perception, is that a lot of people are dating and loving from voided spaces. They are in space. And my friend, she said something that was so profound to me. And I shared it with Kenny the other day. She said people, she was in space with somebody that she was with and they broke up. And she was like, you want people to love you for you. And she was, when she said, I was like, well, duh. She's like, no. She said, what I mean is you're in space where you can't love you. So you're wanting me to love you for you. And I said, dang.
That's a very real thing.
Right? But when she described was like, well, I had never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
So what do you say to that? And what are your thoughts on that?
That's a very real thing. But the reality is I can't love me. I got to love me more than I love you. And
that's true.
I talk about this in the book. I remember, short story, I started having sex at 13. Been doing it for a long time, obviously. But that's neither here nor there. Started having sex at 13. And my mom had this conversation with me at 13 that did not catch up with me until I was 30.
Ooh.
And what she said was, men deposit. Women are left as the keepers of that deposit. So when she said to me, she said, you always have to save space and leave room to love you. Because at some point, you're going to need that the reserve of loving you. And what she meant by that was, it's going to come a time in your life where you're going to need somebody. And ain't nobody going to be available. You ever had that moment where it's like, let me call so-and-so,
and nobody answers the phone.
And nobody answers the phone. That's that space where it's like, okay, well, now you're alone with your thoughts. Now you can sit down and say, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And for real, dig deep in what you're supposed to do with that, and then kind of go and grow from that. But if you don't ever come to terms with, at some point, it's just you. We were all born, unless you get a twin. And even with a twin, y'all still weren't born at the same time.
Correct.
9 times out of 10, you're not going to die with somebody. So your self-love, your self-worth, and it's funny, I watched the Country Wayne thing with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
It was so many nuggets in that with in terms of like self-love. It's like when, and truly, the only reason why I can say this is because I remember the day I fell in love with me. And I was like, what? Lumps, rolls, and all. I was looking in the mirror and fat mom, what? I was seriously loving me. And it changed how I went to work. It changed how I showed up for me. It changed how I showed up for other people. When I wasn't loving me, it was easy for me for somebody to call me and say, hey, can you help me do such and such and such? Disregarding my time, my space, all of that, because what they wanted was more important. But it wasn't until I said, well, what do you want? What's important to you? And how are you going to show up for you in that space? That things started changing in terms of, oh, yeah, no, I'm not available. Let me swipe to the left. Because when you're always available, you're always available. My mama said you can't dance on every set.
I know that's right.
You can't. You are no longer important. You are no longer VIP if you are at every party.
Oh,
and if you're trying to be VIP, you can't be in everybody's space. That's where that save some for you comes in.
Mhm.
That's where that leaves something to the imagination comes in. Because if you're showing it all and you got it all hanging out, and I'm not telling people how to dress, do you? But if you're showing it all and you got it all hanging out, what is there left for me to get to know? Especially if you don't know.
So did you mean that like in spaces like just actual physical form, or just in spaces where you're just sharing so much of yourself?
Just period.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay.
So it has some mystery. Leave some mystery.
So do you think there is a space where somebody, when trying to get to know someone, you can't overshare?
Absolutely, because people are crazy. Listen, we are in the year of our Lord of 2024. And we briefly touched on this earlier today, where dating has become, we don't exchange numbers, we exchange social media platforms. So now I have access to you, and I can go back as far as you've been on these social media platforms. So I can do research. I can tell you were in a relationship. I can tell when you were happy. I can tell when you was posting about love. I can tell when you was cooking this and cooking that, if I want to do the research. So now, if I'm a studier of you, then I know exactly how to come at you. You like to do blah 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 because I saw it 5 years in a row. Because a man and a woman will dig deep in terms of research.
Right.
So now I know how to come at you. You like long walks on the beach? That's the beach 2 hours away, baby. You want to go? So I know how to come at you. Women. You ask,
but isn't that a good thing? Can that be a good thing though?
Hear me out. Ask a man how was his day. It was cool. Ask a woman how was her day. It was good. I started at 9 o'clock and then I went to and 12 and then 3 and then 5 and then 6 and then 7 and now I'm home cooking dinner. I didn't give you a rundown of my whole day. Not that that's not a bad thing, but does that person deserve that? Everybody doesn't deserve a front row seat in your life. Whether they're dating you. And these are things that I'm not saying that, can't happen. Sure, you can fall in love in 2 weeks, 6 months, whatever the case may be. But it has to be that, are we having real conversations?
So are we really connecting?
And are we really connecting? And are we really, really being honest?
Yeah. And that's something that's always that's a hard space to be in, because you never really know what people, especially nowadays, it's like you're saying, in the ways that people are communicating, with social media being such a big space. Also on top of it, like online dating.
Well,
and that's tough. Like online dating, oh my goodness.
It's real tough, but everybody's talking about the dating process. I'm a fan of dates. I'm a fan of coffee dates. I'm a fan of tea dates, because now we can have conversations. We can have genuine conversations, not the ones where I'm asking you 30 questions and you asking me 30 questions. It's a conversation. We can have dinner. We can have lunch, but we can have conversations. Them nighttime dates that have you rushing to get to know somebody, rushing to have sex, and then you like somebody and love somebody that you don't even know. We don't want to take that time. We live in a microwave society.
Whew, I say that too often.
Yeah, you can't good crock pot loving.
I know that's right.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna use never still in that.
Yeah, go ahead. Can't get that crock pot loving with microwave time.
Well, in that case, then how do people take and slow down? Because we are, and on top of that, it's hard to be that way. It's hard to come out of that space. So we are a fast-paced society. And I'm just, as an individual myself, when I say my day is busy, like from the time I open my eyes to the time I close them, I'm in front of a device, I'm on a phone, emails. It's something always going on.
But when that one, or that one that you might be considering might be the one, you find the time. Think about it. You done fell asleep and the phone hit you in the face.
Okay, that's fair. But my question is, how can we take and slow down so that we can get those experiences of substance?
Again, conversations and how you plan your dates. Like I said, if you got somebody that's physically fit, okay, we working out. Okay, after the workout, we can go and get one of those energy juices or whatever. We can have a great conversation over the juice. Okay. How much time do you have? Yeah. And then plan dates that are consistent with what you are and who you are. Like even with women that I say to them, okay, when you're looking for your person, or you're out there being open for your person, do what you normally do, just do it somewhere else. So if you like coffee, stop going to the coffee house you go to because same people there. go to a different coffee house.
Okay.
If you like a man in a suit, find some of them corporate events and go see about a man with a suit. So, and does that require some work on her part? Absolutely. It's hard for me to get off my couch. It's real hard for me to get off my couch. It is, but navigating through that. I like plants. So plant events, I'm going to go to a plant event. So it's stuff that you enjoy. Don't do anything that you don't enjoy doing because now you're in a situation where you'd have met somebody that's buffed and like to work out and you don't. What y'all got in common? Everybody wants 6 foot 6 figures. 6 foot 6 figures, he ain't got a lot of time because he got to make them 6 figures. So you want to go holding hands, he ain't got time for that. He got to hold your hand and then go. So that again, it goes back to that mirror work.
Right. So just again, like you're saying, dating in spaces of what you really, really want.
Yeah. Yeah. And then don't deviate from that. With us as women will say stuff like, and I don't know that men do this. They might. I'm not a man, so I don't try and educate men on being a man.
That's fair.
As women, we'll say we don't want somebody that smoke. And then he get high. Oh, you scratch that line out in the sand. Well, he just smoked weed. But you said you didn't want nobody to smoke. I don't want a man with young kids. What they for? You said you didn't want, you know what I mean? So we're not willing to walk away from things that we know we said we didn't want and then wonder why we're frustrated with the things that we didn't want because we said we didn't want them to begin with. And then we're looking for the pizza man. This was before y'all time.
Yes,
delivery pizza coming. You out there like, no, that ain't the pizza. that go to pizza. No, that ain't the pizza. So you're excited. But now you're no longer excited because you're getting exactly what you said you didn't want, but you let yourself say, it's okay. I'ma settle.
But there's some people who are out, there's some women who may perceive that to be as I'm not settling, I'm compromising.
Anything that asks you to take parts of you and put them away, that's settling.
Okay.
Compromising is, okay, baby, you can't go out on Thursdays, but what about Saturday? Saturday, that's your day. Does that work for you? See how does that work for you?
Right.
It's an engaging conversation about what works and what doesn't work. When you're settling, it's more chipping away at you and less and less and less of you and more of that other person. Like people are like, I don't want a man that, drives the garbage truck. Well, he makes 6 figures though. and I'm just gonna be honest, he may bring you something cool that he done picked up on the side of the road. I'm just saying, we oftentimes think that we know what we want, but every woman and every man that has fallen in love most of the times is not with the person that they pictured in their mind and put this list with. Because just because that's what you want, that doesn't mean that's how that person's gonna treat you. It might be the dude that ain't your height.
So maybe with that being said, maybe we should reframe how we're asking ourselves what it is that we want to set up. Instead of us saying what do we want, maybe the question should be what feeds us. What about
you won't feed you until you know what you want.
I guess that's true too. But it's like but to your point, what you were saying, people having a specific list of things that they want of a person, right?
Yes.
And that person not meeting them. So maybe in space, what I'm saying is maybe it could be space to take and reframe the question. So not necessarily what do you want, but what's going to feel good in this space. So maybe even separating some of those spaces like, yeah, okay, I want security, right? Financial security. Okay, what feels good right here? How can I be financially secure with this person still with myself? Like, is there space for those type of conversations?
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you like flowers?
Yeah.
Do you buy yourself flowers?
Yeah.
Okay. Most women don't.
Oh.
They love flowers, but they won't buy themselves flowers. So they'll get with a guy and say, you never buy me flowers. But he ain't been in your house several times.
And he ain't never seen no
flowers. So how do I know that you like flowers? Okay. Oh, you want me to read your mind. So that goes back to let's have those real conversations. Because in those real conversations, you'll find that not only do I like flowers, I like rose petals sprinkled on the bed. When we get to the next level. So now we can have these but nobody really wants to have the real conversations.
I think a lot of people aren't having these type of conversations too because it requires a space of vulnerability and not many people are vulnerable with themselves or with other people either.
No, because then again, now I got to look at myself.
Yeah.
Now I got to allow somebody else to see the parts that makes me vulnerable. And, you know, I talk a lot about safe spaces because men need a safe space, but women also need a safe space too. So maybe safe spaces would be a place to start with engaging conversations. Safe
And
space,
I
safe
love
space.
that. Like how did with that being said, I'll say for me, and I love that you said safe space because I'm really big on that, something I say all the time. For me, I will say how safe spaces I've created for myself is when I'm journaling. So right before I go to journal, like there's certain areas in my house I'll take a journal, certain places I won't. For me, one of those spaces is my sofa, my love seat specifically, because it's smaller. So it's like, you know, more intimate. And I sit there and I have like a whole little routine. I get my little pillow and I put my journal on my pillow and I sit there and I'm meditating in space before I sit there and I just start writing and just either word vomiting or expressing whatever that looks like in that moment. So like so when you say creating safe spaces, I realized I was doing it and didn't even realize that was a practice I was doing. I had created a safe space and I felt safe in that space.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you probably will frown upon in somebody that sits in that space.
Especially when I get ready to write. Don't you get your ass over here. Not in this seat.
Yeah, so it's about that safe space, and you can have a space in your house, like safe as a partner situation. There's a certain space in your house. You know, we may not be cohabitating at the time, but there's a safe space here and there's a safe space there, and we come and we share with no judgment, no kickback. Like you can't bring this back up later. And the friend zone is very real, even in your relationships. Like, let me talk to you as my friend, not as my husband, not as my wife. Let me talk to you as my friend. I need my friend right now. You know, they call it pillow talk sometimes too, but
okay.
But right now I need my friend. Because I'm going through some stuff, and I'm going through some stuff with my husband, but I need you as my friend right now.
That is beautiful. And I've never thought about that in that space, especially when you're considering you're talking to your person and I have the issue with you and I don't want to bring it to anybody else.
Yeah, I call it the third party, because then that way it's you're freer to express how you really feel when it's like, okay, it ain't you, but it's you. You know, it ain't you, but it's you.
Right.
Yeah.
So in spaces like that, how can a couple create a safe space to where I can come to my person and say, you know what, look, I need to talk to you about you, but not as my husband.
Old school. Again, I'm old school. So we can get a fort. We can make a fort. We can throw a blanket on the floor. We can light some candles. We can feng shui it. You know, I talk to people about their bedrooms. There should not be a TV in your bedroom.
You know what? I feel that, but I'm black. You know what? I don't even watch my TV. It's so sad. It's literally there for decor.
But see, then that turns into the TV, then the video games, then the kids, and then there's not a space to have conversations, amazing lovemaking. You know, when you own a house, all that furniture is free game. You pay your mortgage there. You should be able to have sex in every part of that house. And have conversations in every part of that. But for this purposes, you create that safe space. And you know, it could be a certain blanket in the closet. It could be you could get creative and make a whole little package. Get the bag, get the bag. And then you say when you get the bag, okay, I know what that means. The bag in that bag is the stuff where we're gonna create this safe space and have a great conversation.
So what that, like the suggestion that she says, like, you know, the bag, right? Is that something both the male and the female, they're both gonna take and put items in this space created for them both to do this?
Yeah. And it's important that, you know, it's inclusive to both parties, not just the one. You know,
like you say, making love better together.
Yeah, because who else gonna do it? You know, your girlfriends can't make it better for you. His friends can't make it better for you. Y'all might hold each other accountable, but when it's all said and done, it's you with you. If you self-loving you, is you and you. If you with a partner, is you and that mate. And you're not gonna get to the 5-year mark holding back. You're not gonna get to the 5-year mark, 10-year mark, 15-year mark. Not creating those spaces to talk about the rough stuff, because it's gonna be rough. You know, for people that think that it's gonna be hunky-dory all the time, unrealistic. But we go into marriage with unrealistic expectations. I need you to know I need sex at least 3 times a week. Real conversations. I'll cook 7 days a week. And some other stuff too. But this is what I need. And I don't think we go into it not understanding what we need. There are men that will get married to a woman that does not perform oral. but knowing that that's what he likes and what he wants. Ask me who he's going to cheat with. Somebody that does oral. Because you can't negate who you are.
That's fair.
And when you do, then you're disserving yourself. And down the line, that self is going to creep out.
Oh yeah,
and be like, hey, here I am. I do still like that thing.
Like you gonna give me that thing or what?
Yeah. So why not have real conversations about it in the gate so that you know? So you can't say, well, I didn't tell you. Yes, you did. Yes, I did. I know I did.
Yeah. Well, I want to veer off for just a second as we're talking about, spaces of people getting what they're wanting, right? I see a lot, and I'm experiencing this a lot my own self as I'm dating individuals who are wanting to love and date alternatively. And by that, I mean in spaces of polyamory and ethical non-monogamy. Make sure I say ethical.
Ethical.
Yeah, consent is a thing. But, in those spaces where there's a couple who, maybe that's something that one partner had already wanted but didn't know how to engage. Like, how do you have any suggestions for individuals?
I do.
Girl, look, go ahead and say it.
So I'm big on date nights.
Okay.
I am big on date nights. And maybe one of the date nights can be we go to a swingers club. Yeah. Because you need to see it, right? To see if this is something that you want to be a part of. And it's visually stimulating as a couple. And you may do some things before you get home. But you got to set rules and boundaries before you go.
That's right.
So tonight is just a look-see. We're not touching. We don't need no code words. We don't need none of that. We're just going to look and see.
Yeah.
And then you come home and you talk about it.
Yeah.
What you like, what you didn't like. What are you open to doing? What are you not open to doing? And you have a very real conversation. You can't be all in because then that's gonna cause a problem down the line because somebody lying.
Yeah.
Somebody lying somewhere. Start slow. And then if you do decide you want to pick up another person, then okay, let's have a conversation. Is it gonna be a man? Is it gonna be a woman?
That's right. That's right.
Because that's a very real thing.
It is.
And are you gonna watch or are you gonna participate? See how real they got real quick. And then who's picking?
Yes.
Are we going out together? We going shopping? And then let's vet this person.
That's right.
Then after we vet, you paying for the physical or am I paying for the physical? Because the physical needs to be paid. We need to check the chart, get the STDs ran so that we can be for real about what we're doing. And then you need to decide, is this going to be a one-time thing or is this going to be a thing that we do together?
Correct.
And can you ever do it by yourself? Like there has to be boundaries up front because if it's not, that's a quick way to divorce. And if that person is not really willing to do it, don't do it.
Correct.
Because now you setting yourself up.
Yeah.
You setting your marriage up. You setting your relationship up. Somebody gonna get left.
Yeah, and in spaces like that, there where have individuals have agreed to do something that they really didn't want to do, but they would in their minds, they may have said to themselves that I'm doing this to save my marriage, or I'm looking to please my person, and maybe I could just do it and it'll be fine. But going back to those spaces where somebody is interested in additives to their relationship, right? How do they bring that to how could one bring it to their partner like, hey, I'm really interested in trying something different?
I'm back to the fish fry on a Friday night.
Because it can be difficult to come to your person and say, yeah, like I love you, but I would really like to have sex with somebody else. So I would like for us to have sex with someone.
And you can have that conversation. So we're gonna do fantasies. So you do your list of fantasies, bucket list of fantasies. You do your bucket list of fantasy, I'll do mine. We swap papers. Look at them. For real. Oh, we could try that. Oh, that ain't gonna ever happen. We could go see about this.
Okay.
And have a very real conversation, because what I don't want ever is to hold you back from a life you really want to have.
Correct.
And if this is something you really want to do and I can't do it for you, cool. Let's either separate, get a divorce, and you go live your life.
That's right.
But if it's something that I can do that I'm going to enjoy, then yes, I'm willing to stick my toe in this part of the water, but I ain't ready to go to the deep part
yet. That's fair.
But the real conversation becomes, what if I get here and I like it?
Oh, exactly. Because there was a situation where I had a follower ask me that question. It was both a male and female. The female brought it to her male partner that she wanted to have a threesome with another woman. She wanted to have sex with a woman. And he said, okay, I'm open to it. You leave, you just say what you want me to do, say what you need me to do. And She did, but she started to do things. Problem was, she asked him, and I think for her, what she didn't elaborate too much on is that she was more interested in women than she led on.
Mhm.
And because she asked him in space, like, what if I really like this and I want to do it again? Because it was agreed upon to be a one-time thing. And then he looked at her and he was like, well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Well, but she was already at the bridge, ready to cross on over.
Yeah, but in that space, it's like, again.
But again, when you open Pandora's box,
it's called the close.
you got to be willing to know that some decisions are going to have to be made at some point. And I did this. I moderated a conversation for people that were interested in this lifestyle, and it was for a group of people that were already in the lifestyle.
Right.
And one of the things that we talked about was when one of the people or one of the persons in the relationship said, "This is it. It's time to cut it off."
Yeah.
Guess what it's time to do? It's time to cut it off because your marriage is worth it if it's worth it. Otherwise, y'all not gonna be together because I'm choosing something over my marriage. See, we're doing this. It's us in the confines of our marriage. This extra stuff is extra stuff. The moment this interrupts our marriage and one of the people in the marriage say, I don't want to do this anymore, then now we got to stop. And if we don't stop, then now some decisions have to be made. And that's the unfortunate part.
Yeah, and that could be scary too, especially if one person wants to continue to engage in the lifestyle. Because at that point, if I say no, I'm not going to do it, then I am denying an aspect of myself that I don't want to. And how do I say no to that when I'm happy here? I like him.
Yeah, but that's kind of what you have to say. But then the chips gonna fall where they may. And then you got to get real with that. But then that's again goes back to we don't want to have these real conversations.
Yeah, because that's definitely a tough one. But look, y'all hold tight. We'll be right back. TDS, our voice, our culture. All right, y'all. We are back. We back? Oh, good. Still getting used to this, y'all. But we're back. And I want to tell Ms. Yoni Brown, thank you so much for coming up here. You've dropped so many gems. Like, I want to leave with one final question because it all ties into everything we've been talking about, you know, from self-love to self-care to communicating with your person, having those real conversations, as you say repeatedly. But in spaces where we're dating, right? Like we're deciding, you know what? I'm loving on me, I'm liking me, I am ready to meet somebody else and do all the things.
All
right?
the things.
Yes. What suggestions do you have for somebody in sharing themselves with somebody? How can somebody share themselves with someone else?
It's a line from a movie quote. Don't ask me what movie because I can't remember off the top of my head. But it says something along the lines of, if you're going to share your life with somebody, share your life with that person. And what I mean by that is share the good, the bad, and the ugly parts of you. Share your person with that person. Show up and share you with that person. I'm ready, set, go. From the time I get up to the time I crash and burn. So the person that shows up for me needs to understand that I'm go, 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 go. And I remember going back to my exes when I was doing my research about what worked, what didn't work. And they said, you were on all the time. And I thought I wanted that until I had it. And then I didn't know how to handle it. So don't ever dim your light for who you are and as you are. Show up as your full self. And the person that is ready to embrace your full self will indeed do just that. So show up as your full self, whatever that is for you. If you're a bubbly, energetic beat, don't dim your light. If you are subtle and you're not a people person, don't try and show up in spaces that require you to be people-y. Because it's just going to take away from you. Anything that takes away from you and leaves you depleted, don't do that. Do the opposite of that. Show up in completion of yourself.
I love that. Show up in completion of yourself.
Yes.
Well, again, you know what? Thank you so much again for everything that you shared. I want to give you an opportunity to take and just tell everybody where they can find you, events you got coming up, like all the things. Give us all the things.
You were talking about love, and you know that's like that's who I am. Like it's loving my food, it's loving my drinks. I try to put love in everything that I do, and my friends and family will tell you. Soon my husband will tell you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get on somebody's nerves with my husband at some point. But in the meantime, I'm doing a love challenge next week. And that's gonna start next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's basically I'm daring you to love you. And in that love challenge, we're going to talk about that mirror work. We're going to talk about some exercises that you can do to get better acquainted with yourself so that you can show up fully for your mate and be open to receive your mate. Because a lot of times we say we're ready, but then a guy trying to open the door for you, you're like, I got it. But that could have been your husband. Or if you're looking down at your device all the time, you may miss the mark of who your partner may be because you're not as ready as you think you are. So we're going to share tips on that. Then we're also going to give some Valentine's Day tips and date night ideas.
Love that.
You know, coupons that you can share with your mate because, you know, I love love. And then the final part is going to be about pleasure, giving and receiving. So, yes, because a lot of times your givers don't necessarily know how to receive.
That's fair.
And your receivers don't know how to take. So we're going to talk about what that looks like and being comfortable with yourself and then be able to share that with your partner in fullness of so that we're both enjoying the orgasmic experience, if that makes sense. I'm excited about it. That's going to be live on Facebook. However, the VIP package allows you to get the workbook, you'll get your daily badges, and then you'll get conversations with Yanni After Dark. So that's kind of where you get to ask me those questions that I get in my inbox out loud. And then we get to have a conversation about it. So it's a little bit more personal and up close.
I love that. I love it. So what can people find information on it besides I see on your website, anywhere else they can reach out to you if they have any questions?
I'm very accessible on all my social media platforms. Making Love Better, and that's MAKINGLOVEBETT. Well, there it is right there. So that's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And like I said, there's always someone in my inbox. So I'm easily accessible because I want us to be better at this thing.
Mm.
Love gets a bad rap,
Mm-hmm.
and people tell us all the time that, well, it's not possible and we're not doing this anymore. And I'm like, no, there's some people out there loving. It's just the negative gets more publicity than the real. So I want to get to the real.
I know that's right. So you heard what she said. Y'all stop faking out there. Love is out there. And Miss Yoni Brown, she's going to help you all in showing you all and guiding you all in ways you can find love within you first and then sharing yourself with somebody else. So thank you again for showing up, being here with us, sharing your expertise, and again, your energy. When I tell y'all, it's like being around you and it's like having just a warm hug. You just when I say she says she loves it, she is. She really is. But y'all
I be
know
wanting to have a mean side sometimes. It just
really,
yeah, I do. I
Aw.
be like, but
it ain't for you.
No, it's not.
Look, show up like you said. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining in, hanging out with us as you do. We'll be back week after next with another episode of Sex on Bang. Y'all know where to follow me, _sexy_education on IG. Y'all know my event coming up. November. Lord have mercy. February 17th. I'm having my next SIP workshop. So you guys know Sensual Impact Play. You need the information. IG is the best way to find it. It's on Eventbrite. Tickets are available. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all week after next. TDS Radio. Oh, I got to do it right because my friend, she going to gather me. This is TDS Radio, our voice, our culture.
What's up? It's your man, Coach Block, coming back, getting ready to close the show down. Sexy Education. Don't miss it. That's every other Friday from 7 to 8. She started a little late because our foolishness ran a little bit over. So, my man Tuck, man, I can't let you leave without dropping off your information, where people can find you, where they can watch you, because you got a lot going on.
Tuck at Me and My Big Mouth podcast on all platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You'll see me after a while. I'll do something else.
I'm trying to get in with Kia from tonight's conversation, especially when they come here. They come into Charlotte in June. You gotta connect with her beforehand so you can get on that stage. Get on that stage with them, man.
As long as I just probably, because I've seen it. There's a bunch of betas up there, so
yeah,
I'm gonna come at them too.
The only one is Ace, the one, the main dude. Like, everybody's doing it based upon his card game. He made that relationship card game,
right?
And
he ain't had no meaning behind him.
I feel like he's the one. Like, I like the one dude. What's the one with the glasses, man?
He be saying some
with
stuff
the beard. Like, I like him. I think he comes from
dropping some balls.
The other ones, them, they just be up there pleasing the crowd. They don't want to piss nobody off.
That shit is crazy.
Maybe we need to do our own.
Yeah,
I think that'd be dope.
We should do it live.
I keep saying anytime. I keep saying we need to come up with a card game.
You talking about the card game?
Well, no, even just coming up with a live like that, where people come in and ask
event.
questions with relationships and all that live.
Yeah,
that shit would be hilarious.
Oh God!
But in the meantime, we
You
do
don't
have
want my
fuck
advice.
up nights on Fridays. If you want to come to fuck up nights, that's just as good. People are giving vulnerabilities of making failure familiar. So they share stories of where they messed up in life. And then you get to ask questions and interact. And it's a great connection after, where people drinks. Most of the time drinks are free. I don't know if it's going to be this time, though.
But I actually thought this was fuck up night.
No, we actually have an event called Fuck Up Nights, where we're
What
on
was the Friday you was going to fuck up? And I was like, yo,
fucking
put me on that.
Oh, that's fucking Fridays. You got one? We still got. What time is it? Is that 8:31?
8:31.
We got about 5-10 minutes. Give me something. What you got a fuck up Friday? What's a fuck it up Friday?
Fuck it up. Let me just hit y'all out here, fellas. If you ever ask a man, have you ever asked a woman what type of man she wants, she's going to describe herself. Once again, if you ever ask a woman what type of man she wants, she's going to describe herself.
Is that right?
What type of man you want?
I'm still looking, so I don't have.
All right, give me some qualities.
I don't know yet until I actually.
She's scared
see
to
what
get
I
caught up
want.
with this shit.
I mean, I really don't know what I'm looking for, so like I can't honestly answer that.
Ask a woman that's making money what type of man you want. Well, he got to have some money. You ask a man that, he don't. If you ask a woman, I need a strong man. I need somebody to be able to handle me. Sounds like she's a strong woman. If you ever ask a woman what type of man she want, she's going to describe herself. So that's my fuck it up.
That's your fuck it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a fuck it up. That's more of a question to get other people to fuck it up. That ain't a fuck up.
Yeah, what was a fuck it up? I thought I was doing that.
That ain't good try.
Oh yeah, I
when you tell a fuck up story on fuck up night, like,
like a personal story.
You tell a fuck up that you fucked up.
Oh,
it's your fuck up.
Oh my bad. It's a girl that I promised you a lot of things, but your pussy was too blown out for me. And is that it?
That's not it. Man. Maybe we're gonna try to get you because you put it on her. A fuck up is my fuck up.
No.
My fuck up.
Oh, my fuck. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Where you a point in life where you fucked up.
Man, we ain't got time for this minute. I fucked up.
That's what a fuck up night is.
Count the time. Getting drunk and not locking my phone. That's a fuck up.
There you go. There we go. That's a fuck up. And so that's the type of things that we talk about. But then we look at to also talk about how there was a positive spin. So like I talked about the very first fuck up I spoke at, I talked about my divorce and how ultimately, and this is going live, ultimately, my ex-wife was right. And when I said that, people were like, and then I told the story.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was so like these things get pretty deep. Some of them are funny, some of them ain't funny. Some of them you like, oh damn, bro. But then the twist is when you tell the piece where you came out on top.
I would say my like I ain't gonna go too far deep into it, but it could have been a major fuck up. I didn't recognize the gift that God gave me, and that's the woman that He placed in my life, because I was so busy enjoying my old life and the selfishness in me, that I almost fucked up the best thing that ever happened to me.
That's a good fuck up story. You know that would be one that we would have on stage, and
that's why I'm an advocate of not giving up on love so quickly, because somebody
give up on your black ass. And that's why she ain't give up on you. Like, look, love works. I know.
I know. And guess what?
I know it does.
And I used to be, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna deal with somebody that cheat on me. And that's why I'm like, shit, I can't even, if somebody was to go out and hurt me, I got to be the man for that person, especially if his love's still there. So that could have been a major fuck up, because I was trying to fuck it up the best way out.
And you came out on top.
God was looking out for a fool.
So that's a good tale, man. That's a good way to end it. That's a great way to end it. So what you got tapped on this weekend? Oh, what you got going on this weekend?
Overtime.
Putting in that 9 to 5. Get that bread, cuz. Get that bread, cuz.
I'm gonna be swimming in the money.
Talk what you got going on this weekend, man.
Work, but I ain't that excited. That shit a dread, boy. If I could do this shit full time, man, I gotta say some more fucked up shit.
Yeah, bro. Oh Lord. That's all I keep saying. Like, what am I going to say today to cause me to go viral? I gotta say something crazy.
Yeah.
I still kind of play the narrow down the middle road till people say something that pissed me off.
What happens is when you try to educate, you realize that you're in the entertainment business too.
Yeah.
So you got to give them what they want to feed them what they need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? You know how you got to hide stuff
when
with your baby?
When I told y'all, this dude don't take none of that shit personally that y'all be saying, I'm telling you now, he don't take it personal. Like,
nah.
I send him stuff for people dragging him and he just laughs. You don't take it. Me, I'm like, all right, high comment.
Hey,
like,
but you gotta understand that it was through trial and error that he knew this. Otherwise he said, Tuck, you know what? I ain't I know what you're doing. And he used to get pissed off with me.
Used to get pissed off because me and him late night at work. I'm like, man, look, I ain't doing this with you tonight, bro. So, but with that being said, man, what I got going on this weekend, I don't think much of anything. Probably editing. Editing. That's my life.
You got some.
We got clips. Yeah, there's some stuff. We got to edit, man, and get this thing right. But what I do appreciate is everybody who made a comment, everybody who stayed with us, those who did not, don't worry. You can always catch this on TDS YouTube, TDS Instagram, TDS Facebook, and everything. Oh, well, not yet. We don't have it on the website, but it will soon be on the website when the app drops next month. Big things popping. And the last thing, man, make sure you love each other over the weekend. And as long as God blesses me, I will be here again with SoFab Kim. She'll be back.
Somebody said extra joining. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No, I think that was when they was talking. And speaking of join in, y'all didn't call and y'all didn't ask to get in. Oh, well, you asked, somebody might have asked to get in, but it was too late. But I'm trying to tell y'all now, y'all can get in. I ain't get my phone ain't ring one time. Don't be scared. Come on in. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for your support. See you on Tuesday. Peace.